Steel Toe Morning Show.
Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Steel Toe Morning Show. Evening show, morning. That shit's for losers, right?
We'll get
Those
there.
morning people are gay. Except Sid Saraf and David Chandler. I hear those guys fuck like nobody's business. Welcome to the program. April's here.
Hey.
It's April's last show till Friday. April's done till Friday. Freeloading bag of shit, never does anything around here. Jesus Christ.
I have to make you food.
I have to keep up my yelling at April because Stancil's mosquito character today says that I box, but I only take pictures of my gloves in an empty ring, and I yell at my wife. I was talking with Stancil today. I wanted to let him know that that I thought that was a very funny bit that he did today.
It was
And
funny.
he said, "Did you hear the Globes comment?" And I said, "No, I didn't hear the Globes thing. I was in and out." What, did you hear the Globes?
I don't think so.
I didn't hear the Globes thing.
Globes.
But Jim Stancil is currently, I believe, in the process of trying to fuck Keanu's mom. So he's got that going for him. They already made out.
It seems like he's going to be successful.
Yeah, it seems like if he, well, no, here's the thing. It seems like if he presses the issue, he will be successful.
He's got game with her, apparently.
Will he be able to, will he push the issue, or will his cowardice get the better of him?
I don't know. I feel like if he wants to fuck somebody's mom, he fucks somebody's mom.
I mean, it's, the dry spell is legendary. We've heard a lot about that.
Mm-hmm.
We've heard that, what have we heard? That he's very nervous to talk to girls or whatever? What's the thing we heard? Or that he's not confident?
Maybe not confident
Whatever it is.
in sealing the deal.
All right. So, as someone who has missed signs before, I will tell you that if it feels good, get after it. Keep going. I mean, if you're getting vibes back, just keep pushing forward until the vibes aren't there anymore, or until you're in. I don't mean to start this like an episode of SVU.
Okay.
But, I mean, just go for it, Jimmy. I mean, we've got this clip that Steve Conti took on his phone. This is Geno, Keanu's mom.
And Stancil.
Stancil and Steve Conti at the bar. At Sullivan's. Hanging out after the show at Compound Media. Jim Stancil is making this is a move that a few people try, but when they do try it, if you're willing to debase yourself, it actually does work very well, and that's fagging it up a little with the girls.
The girls do seem to like it for some reason.
They do like it when you gay it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But you got to, here's the art to it. If you're going to gay it up, you got to bring it back to straight town at some point.
Yes.
And I think Jim pulls off that move very well in this clip here. This is Keanu's mom and Jim Stancil. He is allowing her to put lipstick on him and show him how to apply lip makeup. Let's see Keanu's mom and Jim Stancil and see if you think there's sparks here.
Relax your lips.
I love that there's like butt rock playing while he gets his lips made up.
Okay, let's see.
All right. So there's the gay lip color.
Look how pretty he is.
Could have used the same glasses, but thank you. What are you doing for Thanksgiving, Michelle?
And then there's, of course, Geno just bullshitting with the bartender.
Maybe we'll come in for one.
So there he is.
We're in town. Keanu's planning everything because I'm lazy.
Oh my God.
It either looks like an extremely gay man or a serial killer.
I don't know which
One
one.
of the two. And I guess it could be both.
He's such a pretty girl, though.
A gay serial killer, perhaps.
Maybe.
Which would not be the first
He could
time.
be Dahmer.
Little Dahmerish, sure. Little Buffalo Bill
Buffalo
from Silence
Bill.
of the Lambs. He could tuck it and dance to Goodbye Horses. Who knows?
Aw.
But let's see how he handles the... Now, where he goes from here is very important because if a woman's applying your lipstick, she's into you in some way.
Yeah, that's not usual.
You got to bring it from gay town. Now he's got to make the turn, the pivot, back to straight.
I think he will.
You went left, you got to bring it right. Let's see how he does.
You are so Give him a little pig. Give him a little
And I'll take another one of these. I like to have one every 3 hours,
Right, so
Michelle.
a little pack.
She's so cute.
Oh, there was tongue
Now,
there.
see, Stancil tried to lick her face, and she
Ooh.
pulled back. Now, that's not good.
No, but
Now, at this point, Stancil he's on the precipice. He's teetering right now. This thing is this thing could go either way at this point.
look at his face here.
Let's see where the rest of this goes.
You're tongue in my mouth.
Now, notice right now, Keanu's laughing very hard.
Yeah, and her mom's like, you just put your tongue in my mouth. I
Yeah.
don't know what I'm doing.
Can't do that. So let's see how it goes.
I'm done. Okay.
Do it.
Like that.
And get my buddy another winter beer. You want another winter?
Hey, Guinea, get your face out of the
Michelle,
shot.
Another winter.
So there they go. Now they're fucking going for it.
Oh my God! they're
And
really making
Keanu
out.
is upset.
That's your mom.
Send that to Kelly.
That's rape. She goes, that's rape at the end of the clip.
She's just trying to protect her mom,
So it or she's trying to cock block Stancil, or both.
which is, look, I love Keanu, but you can't cock block your mom, right? If she's sitting there kissing Stancil, I guess that's up to mom. I don't know.
Right? What do you do?
I don't know. I thought it was a pretty hot clip.
Do you let Stancil try to molest your mother in the bar?
Yeah.
Or do you protect your mother's virtue? I would
No.
say that your mother would probably say, get the fuck out of here. I'm a big girl. I know what I'm doing.
Yes, that's how I would see it. I'm like, if my mom wants to make out with somebody
Sure.
in a bar, I'm like, you do you, mom.
So
That's
now,
not my choice.
now the rules are, except of course your mother is married to your father.
In a different, if that was my mom,
It's same situation, you're saying.
yes.
All right, just making sure.
God.
Just making sure what devious hoe tricks are going on over here.
Okay. Even if mom was trying to make out with someone in a bar today, is that really my choice?
Wow. You have no honor.
I could look down on her, but it's
You
not
are-
like I can cock.
That is a dishonorable move. I
would
would
never
say.
happen.
I believe you'd be disrespecting your father.
Probably.
Yeah. See, so.
Well, what if it was dad trying to mac on her?
Well, that's different.
know?
That's just, I mean, we don't need to get gay with it, you know? But when it comes to this effort, now, do we believe that this is going to continue? Or do we believe that, that was his shot and it's over now?
Oh, no. I think Kiki's mom's in.
You think Jim and Kiki's mom are going to
I don't see them dating,
relate
but
for the evening, perhaps?
they're going to be relating.
Oh, boy. I assume Keanu's mom is a Southern Belle, says Triple N.
Mm-hmm.
Cool Boy says, dude, you can't say F it up with G. Show respect. I'll say whatever I want. Hobo Chili was starting us off tonight with $5, $4.99 to be exact. Says, April, wonderful shirt from the Hillary Swank Boys Don't Cry edition. You're morphing into a 12-year-old boy with a bird chest. Bravo, young lady. I think that shirt looks lovely.
He's
Hobo
getting to
disagrees.
me because I also thought my tits looked really small in this shirt tonight.
Isn't
You know?
Hobo's so fucking good at that? He's
I know.
so good at
He knows.
doing the insult that you were already thinking of.
I can't be mad at him because I thought it too. I'm like, yeah, these titties be small tonight. I don't know.
Aristocock says, Aaron, I'm starting a petition to prevent you from performing your annual ritual. I'm excited to hear what my annual ritual is. Dressing as a geisha girl on Pearl Harbor Day must end. I never
do you
done
want to
that.
do that?
I've never done that.
But-
I'm not going to. No, it would be very disrespectful to my grandfather's generation.
They're dead.
Oh, not all of them. Some of them are still kicking.
Fine.
Ed says, Aaron put some lipstick on and kiss April's. Oh, that's not very nice, Ed. Why
That
would
was
you?
a shitty thing
Ed,
to say.
don't be. Ed,
One
don't
more
be.
time, I'll block you myself.
Ed, don't be so autistic. Just enjoy the show. Don't be such
You
a creep.
shitbag.
That's just you being a creep, Ed. You got to be better as a guy. Root says April looks like she dropped out of stripper school because she didn't have the upper body strength to stay on the pole.
Great. Thank you, Roots.
D. Perro says April OnlyFans. I donate to that. Actually, I've already reserved the right to get one first, and it's going to be feet and butthole pictures. If it happens at
Buckle
all.
up.
If it happens at all.
I've got to take the pictures, right?
Yes. Otherwise, it's cheating. Sad Boy says Ed is he got it. He retracted it before I could. I catch Sad Boy every once in a while, but I think he called him a gay F word. I could be wrong.
That works out.
Oh, man. I tell you what, guys, it is our last evening show of the week. Tomorrow is Rumble Friday, Wednesday, and we did negotiate the terms of our Friday anniversary show with Boss Man Chandler. He wanted to just keep cranking out. We were going to do $100 an hour and go, we figured 5-6 hours would be about how long the audience would carry that.
Yeah.
Well, this morning, David Chandler says, better get your coffee pot brewed, asshole, because I'm going to make you stay on forever. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. We weren't going to do like a 24-hour stream thing.
I can't do that.
And basically what David Chandler ended up with was he goes, let me know your terms, let me know how, what the plan is. Because I'm like, well, April, first of all, and I were going to enjoy our kid-free weekend for the first time in over a year. So we were going to kind of do that. I go, best we can do is maybe go till like 6 p.m. and then have some friends fill in a few hours for us. And then we started talking about that. We're like, that's going to be hard to manage. So I talked to Chandler. I told him, I go, we can go till noon. We can go 6 to noon on Friday. He goes, I'm in.
We're going to be
Sounds
so
good.
drunk by the end of that.
We're going to drink, though. Yeah, we will drink in honor of David Chandler.
6 hours of drinking.
Let's talk to Marquise. Marquise, what's going on? I'm sorry, Blackachoo?
Hi, Aaron. How you doing, my spell fucking
See,
sexy
I didn't know.
German stallion you?
I didn't know if it was going to be gay you or black you. I wasn't sure which one you
Can't
were
it be
going with.
both?
You went with gay one tonight.
You're looking quite delicious tonight, Aaron.
See, you're as
Are you fucking hitting on me?
look, you're as threatening, but in a different way. Like I feel my wallet threatened when you talk the other way. I feel my anus threatened when you talk this way.
Can you give me one of your wife beaters so I can wear it for you, Aaron?
You're
Come
not
on.
breaking character, are you?
I don't think it's a
No,
character.
I'm not, Aaron.
No, I don't like flirty gay Marquise. I really don't. I'm really.
Why don't you like flirty gay Marquis?
I'm-
Come on, Aaron.
You're making me You're making me
Give
homophobic.
me your wiener schnitzel, Aaron.
I don't. My wiener schnitzel has retracted inside of my body.
All right, here comes a hard pivot. All right, look, nigga. Are we going to fuck or what?
See, now that's prison black guy. I don't like that.
Ooh.
Oh, no, prison black guy doesn't ask.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he's taking no for an answer.
Listen, motherfucker, one way or another, this is gonna fucking happen.
You know what? I'm putting your face up on every live event we do, and you're barred from the lot with this kind of black gay aggression.
Ooh. Keep talking, motherfucker.
Or as I call it,
talking.
negression.
What if he gave you an N-word pass for the night for some lovin'?
No, I'm not going to give up my asshole for an N-word pass. I'll take my N-word pass by
You know
force
you
and
want-
just use it.
You want that motherfucking nigga pass, don't you? You
Oh,
better earn it, nigga.
I don't have to earn it. I just have to roll up my windows.
Hi, April.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, he's straight again. Oh, shit.
I'm trying for you here.
All right, later.
So are you, hold on, before you hang up. So is it true that you're replacing Whoopi Goldberg on The View? Talk to you later, buddy. That's what we call a parting shot in the biz. Thank you, Marquise. Now, David Chandler is informing me, and I do this a lot. I paraphrase conversations. Chandler says, you may have misquoted me, but fair, 6 hours. And then the cat emoji, of course, calling me a pussy. Yul Gibbons says, ooh, an hour and a half longer than a normal show. But we're drinking. We'll be drinking for it, and we'll try to bring Oz on the show.
That'd be
We'll
cool.
try to bring Corey on the show. We'll try to bring everybody back on the show. So it'll be great.
What about Johnny? We can't leave Johnny out.
Oh, yeah, we'll have Johnny back on. Of course, but Johnny's already... I was talking about older people, but yeah, we'll have Johnny on, too.
That's true.
It'll be
Is Johnny younger than you?
I always fuck this one up.
I always think he is.
I always think he is, too, so I think that means he's older than me. I think I'm the youngest guy in the biz, as it were. Lemmy says, sorry I haven't been around much. I'm doing a thing, but I miss you guys, and I will be back eventually, and then $50. Thank you, Lemmy.
Ooh, thank you.
Lemmy is currently doing a 40-day, 40-night live stream.
How?
I don't know. That's really impressive. And Chandler has basically made her his project, where he just keeps donating money to add more time onto the clock. And I think the max out, you know how our max out clock is 6 hours? Hers is 40 days. So if you go to twitch.tv/Little Lemmy, I think she's streaming right now.
I don't know how you do that.
You just do. Yeah, there she is.
Do you sleep on screen?
Look at her. She looks, I won't say that, but she's got, now I'm going to sound like, I don't mean to sound like a dick, but it just looks like she's been, streaming a lot. She looks
tired.
She looks tired. Not in a bad way.
I hope she at least takes a nap on screen.
She sleeps on that couch, is what I've been told.
Okay.
That couch right there with the pillows and everything. She sleeps on that couch.
That's fine then.
On stream. Yeah.
Is it her birthday today? Did I hear it was her birthday or something?
If it's Lemmy's birthday, then happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Absolutely.
Question mark?
Yeah. Her toilet cam is disgusting, says Aristocock.
Ooh.
G-Chop says, can we have a drunken sing-along of Erica on Friday? Yeah, that's fine on YouTube, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think we should be fine with that. No problem. If it were okay with Chandler, I'd maybe do that on Rumble so we could do like movie watch-alongs and, karaoke shit, but I don't know.
That would work out better.
It's got to be okay with the boss more than anything else. All right, guys. Thank you very much to Lemmy. 175 is the number for tonight. It's the final goal of the week. I just forgot about that. Tomorrow is Rumble Friday, Wednesday, so that's links. So that's going to be knocked out. That'll be fine. Friday is, of course, the anniversary show of leaving
That's
radio.
right.
So tonight's the last one, guys. Go bananas, hammer it out. We'll do a half hour of overtime. And look, MSO has 2 wins this week. We have 1. So let's make it 2-2. And not bring that plate out.
Can you believe it's been 3 years?
No, it does
No.
seem crazy, doesn't it? It doesn't seem like that long.
It doesn't seem like 3 years.
Yeah. It's fucking
And what a
bananas.
tumultuous week that was.
Oh, my God. Did we get banned from Twitch that first week, too?
Yeah.
No, the next week. The next full week, we got banned on like a
Fine.
Thursday.
It was, sure, but it was still within like that next week. We got
Yeah.
banned from that. You almost got fired from radio.
Oh,
We hadn't had the studio set up yet, so we were using a garage.
Jesus, that was...
Oh, just a hodgepodge of shit.
Lemmy says, I'm doing 40 days and 40 nights, and this jackass can't even do 24 hours. No, I'm not as talented as you in that way. I give you a very busy, wall-to-wall, action-packed, full of topics, boom, boom, boom kind of a show, high octane for about 4.5 hours. I can't do the pace myself, watch a lot of stuff, 24-hour thing. I'm not built that way. I'm a sprinter.
I feel like we need cocaine if we're going to do a 24-hour one.
In search of hookers and cocaine. Hobo chili recipe reminds me, 175, when you were 7, you were a pudgy little boy in those Sears portrait studio pics. Actually, God, that fucker's good. He knows my
That's
age. He
spot
knows
on.
my era. I did get Sears portrait studio pictures
My family did
back
that
in the
too.
day.
That
Fuck,
was
he's good.
That was the thing to do.
Hobo Chili says, full of topics. Half the time you're talking about your boxing technique or how you want to dry hump Kirk Cousins. I never said I wanted to dry hump Kirk. I believe it's always been wet hump.
Wet humping is just fucking, right?
Yeah, I think that's what wet humping is, really, when you break it down to its purest form. Egg Picker letting us know that Lemmy is on day 21. Okay.
That's impressive.
She's on day 21.
I have to hear a breakdown sometime of how that works. Like, how do you go eat and stuff? What happens?
Yeah, see, this is why I would never be able to do a 24-hour stream.
Like, do you just leave something playing on your stream?
I would do 12. If it were just me, if I were by myself on Friday, I would probably do a 12. but I can't do a 24.
You
There's
would be
no way.
You would be a complete bear to deal with the next day.
Oh, for sure. I'd be a
I think
complete piece of shit.
I would leave you with like 3 loaves of bread, a couple sticks of thawed butter, and some soup maybe.
Yeah, maybe that would
And
work.
I'd
Yeah,
just leave you alone.
some tomato basil soup. That would be the way to go. That's what tomato basil is. Yeah, this is tomato basil. You know what chicken noodle is?
What is it?
That's chicken noodle right there.
What's gumbo?
Gumbo?
Mm-hmm.
That's gumbo. There you go. Granny Loves Anal says, I can't even get a fucking handy jammer around here. Oh, poor Granny. Yeah, with all this going on, you can't get jacked off. It'll get her kicked off the stream thing.
No, you can do it on camera. Roll the dice.
Lemmy says, I get up and do stuff I need to do, but the majority of my time is here. She also says, shout out to Uber Eats and Amazon. You know, if Hassan Piker can play other people's shit and just completely walk away from his stream for an hour, Granny or Lemmy can do it for a little while. No problem.
That Tim the Tapman guy used to do that too.
Yeah, I think it's, if you're only doing a couple hours and you do that, that's a dog shit move. But if you're doing 24 hours, I get it.
You kind of have to.
Yeah, I totally understand. All right, I want to get into some things tonight. I decided to go down. I decided to revisit an old friend, a guy who's been to our anniversary shows, a man who was one of our first new fans on Twitch.
Fans.
I mean, a guy who found us very early on.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to check in on him. I kind of missed him. And I was like, I wonder what the fuck he's been up to. And I saw he was kind of goofing on Corey a little bit and Corey's Cameo and this and that. By the way, I think Corey Adam comedy on Cameo.
Oh, yeah, he is there now.
Yeah, you can get a Corey Adam cameo. Just fun. Cowpote. I saw Cowpote doing a video thing, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go check on Cowpote. And oh my God, did I learn some things. Dave 25 is going to jail at the end of the month.
No, he's not.
Yes, Dave 25 is going to jail.
What did he do?
Apparently perjury. He said in a court of law that he didn't know his fiance, that they didn't know each other, and they did. He was also stalking someone at a Home Depot, I guess. I don't know. He was caught with... he was doing this coupon thing with when he worked at Domino's where he would take the $5 coupons and just cash them out himself and pocket the $5.
What an idiot.
Yeah. But I got all... By the way, I got all this information from catching up with Cowpote.
So he's just going to jail. Didn't he just have a kid not long ago?
I think so. Now,
with this fiance he totally doesn't know.
Right. So now I'm watching Cowpote. I'm watching his latest video. And Cowpote is he's doing a mukbang video where he's going to go to Wendy's, order a bunch of food, and he starts talking to the drive-thru attendant about Dave 25. And this Hispanic fella at the window has no idea what the fuck Cowpote is, has no idea what he's talking about, but he could not be nicer and more accommodating to Cowpote. And I got stressed out during this thinking, Jesus fucking Christ, are these two holding up the drive-thru?
You'd think.
But
it's a Wendy's. Does it matter?
I want to show you guys this. Before I do, Balls Deep has a clip, $11.21. That's right. Everybody's giving odd numbers now.
Thank you, Balls.
In the chat. Thank you, Balls. 165 is the number now. Let's see the clip he put up here. What did I say?
We've got Lizzo.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
God damn it, guys. Let's figure out the audio. Who is the person in the middle? So now these are some of the BYB guys, and I guess they do a different podcast called No Filter. I guess that's when the Quad Father isn't there. It's No Filter.
That was terrifying.
We've got to figure out the audio. I know it's part of their charm, like the shitty audio and all that. It's kind of part of the Backyard Boys charm.
And the missing teeth.
I guess the missing teeth might be part of it. But guys, please, can I just ask politely? And I'll drop by sometime. I'll throw you a little super chat. Let's fix the audio. Just fix that audio a little bit, buddy.
That was unlistenable.
Oh, that was really hard to hear. It hurt my soul. Phoenix with 1488 says, here's another random amount with no specific meaning. Oh, well, thank God it doesn't have a specific meaning. Otherwise, that could have gotten very awkward. There we go. He says, who wants to fuck at the end? Oh, no. Did I miss? Damn it. We got to go back to the clip. 155 away, by the way, boys and girls. All right, let's go back to the end of the clip as they sing
go.
Happy Birthday to Lemmy.
Who wants to fuck?
Who wants to fuck?
I don't know if anyone does.
Wait a minute. Was there ask us anything for super chats or rumble rants? I respect that hustle. That's a good hustle. You want to ask us something? Fucking pay us for it.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, I like that one.
To
Good
ask
job,
me
boys.
anything.
Good job, boys. Jake Hudson says, I brought Cowpote to Steel Toe Morning Show. Oh, well then, by God, sir, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's go check out Cowpote. This is him. I skipped his order. It wasn't like a real crazy order. It was a #1 double.
Of course, it's a double.
Yeah, with the fries and the soda. So it's, by the way, #1 at Wendy's, $13.
Is
Old
that
cow.
good or bad?
Old cow. That's a lot from back in the day.
Yeah.
So Cowpote pulls up to the window, and Cowpote just starts bullshitting about Dave 25 with the guy at the drive-thru. Now, first of all, this video has about 15 views. Probably about 25 now that I've watched it.
You're about like 4 of them.
Yeah. Dave 25 is an autistic kid who lives in his grandma's basement and just trolls people poorly. And him and like Cowpote, I guess, wanted to be like his 15-viewer streaming mentor. And Dave 25 was a piece of shit about it. And they all have this little universe they live in of like 8 streamers who get 15 to 50 views on a video, and they all fight with each other. So you could argue that all of their views are each other watching their shit so they can talk shit about each other. You'd think they could just do a group phone call.
Right. It's kind of incestual.
It's
right?
very incestuous, but it's fun to watch for me in small doses. So here's Cowpote at the Wendy's drive-thru talking to the window person about Dave 25.
Bought one, I think. I'll get my. We are at the Pateau. How you doing?
Good.
Well, you been?
23.
How much?
13, 23.
The rest goes. There's a charity, right? Does he have a charity?
Yeah.
Rest
Look
goes
at
to-
Cowpote tipping to charity. What a guy, huh?
What a nice guy in his PT Cruiser.
I think what he's about to do is he's about to talk this guy's ear off about Dave 25 so he feels bad. So, throw a little something for the effort.
Dave Thomas, God bless him.
Thank you, my friend.
No problem. Keep busy today?
Not too much.
Plenty of napkins. I'm a pig. I need plenty of napkins. Okay?
I'm a pig. I need plenty of napkins.
I like the sauce that he gets on his face.
He does get a lot.
At least you're working for a living. I know a guy on internet, Day 25 Sports, lives in the basement of his grandma's house.
Yeah?
He's going to go to jail on the 27th day of this month. He harassing somebody at Home Depot. Yep, he's going to go to jail.
I love how Cowpote just starts talking to the fast food worker about Dave 25 and his YouTube habits and how he's going to jail.
What do you think this Wendy's worker is thinking right now?
Oh, you're going to watch. This guy's totally into it. He feeds Cowpote. Yeah.
Okay.
He committed perjury. Him and his fiance knew each other, and they claim they didn't, but he committed perjury. He's 25, obese, and going to jail. He's obsessed with Tina D on the internet.
And then he goes, he's obsessed with Tina D on the internet, as if this fucking guy knows who Tina D is.
I just like that he said he's 25 and obese.
Yeah, he's 25, obese, and he's going to jail. I love how casual that just rolled off his tongue.
He's a troll. He's a real life troll. While you're working for him, you're working supporting him. Can you imagine living in your grandma's house right now? You're 25 and obese, doing nothing at all.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh my God, live up the government. Oh my word.
You're right.
I know, it's sad. Meanwhile, we're working for a living. Yep, exactly. Playing video games, watching inappropriate behaviors. Yeah, that big over there. Yeah, he's a puto. He's a puto, too. He's a puto. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, he's just a lazy little son of a bitch. He's obsessed with kid behind the camera.
I love how he's trying to do Mexican. He ends up Italian. Cowpote. He's like,
Yeah,
he's a
what?
lazy bitch. Cowpote, that's not Mexican.
It's still fun to watch.
It's just disgusting. Video games, right, douche? He likes to slander people, but
I know it's crazy.
he's just nuts, man. Can you imagine that? Not working.
Young boys.
Yeah, well, he's a dumb man. He's been his dad named him Junior, so now he's a failure in life.
So who pay for something for him?
Me and you, we're working.
I love how the Wendy's guys, he's like in now. He wants to hear about Dave 25. He wants to hear all the rap
Right.
about the guy.
This is fun.
I know. This is one of the best Cowpote videos I've ever watched.
Why he does nothing? Can you he can work here, but he last 2 days to get fired.
Yeah, I go to the city. Hey, I know how I'm working.
Yeah.
You have free money for me.
Yeah, have free money. He's an elite liberal. He's a liberal elite. Never votes.
And by the way, if you watch in the rear view, in the rear window here, there's people lined up behind him. Like, there's shit going on as Cowpote and this guy dick around talking about Dave 25.
In fairness, he hasn't gotten his food yet.
That's true, but Dave 25 holding up the line at Wendy's.
Maybe.
Great.
I know, but wants the money. Mm-hmm. He's obsessed with Tina D. Daniel, he just loves her. And just Mark Terry, he's just trash. He's just trash. I'm trying to help the guy, but him and his fiance are still feuding, and they're going to get married. I don't know. It's sad.
You can't help.
Yeah, you try to help. You try, but what do you do? You know,
Cowpote, like, this isn't a drive-through window anymore. It's a confessional. He's like, look, I tried to help. And the guy's like, you can't help everybody, mate. He's like, yeah, you're right.
Who thought there'd be so much wisdom in a Wendy's drive-through?
Right, this Wendy's drive-through guy needs a better gig. He needs to be management. I like him.
Yeah.
They do so much, right?
Yeah,
God bless America, right? His favorite charity is his charity. His charity is, you know what he used to do?
Exactly.
He worked for Domino's Pizza. He'd apply the $5 coupon to the pizza and pocket the money. Yeah. So you apply coupons and you take the money. That's what he's doing.
So this is what's cool about immigrants in a way. Is like you get like a white teenager running this window and he's like, dude, I don't fucking care. And he'd be a total dick about it.
But
this guy's like, oh, this is the best conversation I've had in weeks.
And now Cowpote's giving him ideas about the coupons.
Yeah. He's like, well, maybe I could pull a coupon trick here at Wendy's.
A little off the top.
And then also the guy's like, he's anything to take your mind off working at Wendy's. This guy, he'll rap with you about Dave 25.
Shit.
You know what he said? It was a victimless crime. A victimless crime. Mm-hmm. He's a troll liar. That's all he is.
Crazy.
I know. And I don't want you to have my baby, as they say, right? Oh. No.
I love how Cowpote is totally getting off on this. He's looking at the camera like, fuck yeah, I got this drive-through guy to talk to me about Dave 25.
He's being smarmy, and I love it.
This is one of my favorite Cowpote performances.
I kind of miss the dude now. I mean,
thank you. See,
I hung out with this guy for a while, and he was kind of funny.
When I told you that I was watching some Cowpote videos and I found a good one, you were skeptical, were you not?
Of course I was.
This is good.
This guy said, what did he say about me in a parking lot that one time?
You're a 7 out of 10? What are you?
No, he said he was going to do things to me, and me and him didn't start off on the best.
No, you guys did not start out on the
Yeah.
best of terms.
Little
Yeah.
grapey comments, and now I
Right.
think he's funny.
Yeah, he's harmless.
Oh, no. He's a lost cause. So when he goes to jail, I'm going to clean out his whole room and everything else, be nothing left. When we come back, there's nothing left. Going to get 9 months, no less than 9, no more than 12, for being an idiot, a stalker. A stalker. He's a stalker. Look up stalker, you see a picture. Dave 25 Sports, all sad. I know.
Fucking Cowpote.
I don't know. Just obsessed
He's
with
been here for 8 minutes.
internet
Yes.
and YouTube.
He has
Nope.
been at this window for 3 minutes now. This started, my timestamp was 5:20. He's been at this
okay.
window for 3 minutes waiting for his food.
Which is kind of an eternity for fast
It's a
food,
long time
right?
for fast food.
Yeah.
YouTube. Extra napkins in there, big shooter? Extra napkins in there?
Yep.
You're God in my eyes. God bless working class, all right?
Good God.
All right, go Cowboys. Thanks. There you go, Dave. Trolling you. It was fun. It was cool. Ooh, yeah. Hooah. Dave D. You're getting trolled.
I kind of love this.
So there's Cowpote shitting on Dave 25 to a random stranger at a Wendy's.
Oh, my God.
That guy's enjoying himself.
Yeah. I
That-
think Cowpote's living his best life.
That man's having the time of his life.
Mm.
Jake Hudson says, and I brought Dave 25 to Steel Toe. Oh, thank
Wow.
you so much.
What a contribution.
Thank you so much, Jake. You have no idea how much you've helped us.
You brought the St. Cloud SWAT team to Steel Toe, too. So go, chew on that for a while.
Jake, I feel like those two things kind of cancel each other out, you know? You brought Cowpote and Dave 25. You also brought the St. Cloud SWAT team to our home. So, I mean, maybe you have work to
Yay.
do. Hobo Chili with $4.99 says, question, being that you're so obese, how does this thing work, your intimate sessions? She's like straddling a pile of off-road tires. Oh, let's go to Granny in just a second here.
Oh. You don't want to
Samuel
address that one, huh?
Samuel with $5 says we must secure the existence of our people and a future for white. You just had me say the thing.
Jeez, Sam.
Samuel with $5 and retracting the message. 145 is the number for tonight. Thank you guys very, very much. Let's go to Granny. Granny, what do you got for us, buddy?
Aaron, I haven't 21. I haven't come in 21 days.
Yeah.
You said
well, wait, you can whack off.
Yeah, you're not on camera.
No, I can't. No, you said that wasn't okay. You can't whack off when you're in a relationship.
Yes,
I've
you
taken
can.
your advice. I am clogged up. I feel like it's gonna come out like that, like tofu.
I didn't say you can't when you're in a relationship. I said if you don't have to, then don't.
Make some ropes, buddy.
So I should jack off?
You got it medicinally, I think you have to.
Aaron, you have to tell me that I can jack off in order for me to be able to jack off.
I'm not going to go on camera,
I need permission.
on microphone. I'm not going to give you permission for that live on this program.
For a friend.
Aaron, I need your permission to relieve my fucking wiener, dude. Listen, my balls look like grapes. Not big ones, but they're purple.
If they look like grapes, I was going to say, if they look like grapes, that's not bad. You're fine. That's actually kind of weird.
They look like those weird, like, blackish purple grapes.
You're saying more color.
But not the green ones.
Yeah.
And they're pitted. They're pitted, Aaron.
So pitted.
Just tell me I can jack off, please.
Granny, you can jack off.
Thank you, Aaron. Also, don't let Marquise call back. He sent me a picture of his tits that looked like cows laying in the rain.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Terrible.
Thank you, buddy. Say hi to the pisser guy for me.
I will.
What? What? Oh.
He said, "You know I will."
Oh, you know I will.
Who's
Okay.
the pisser guy?
What? I can't remember his name. The guy who pissed.
The guy who pissed.
He really loved us, and then one day he's like, "Fuck that guy! I hate him."
WITP or whatever.
God,
it's
WDIP. Why do I podcast?
Why do I podcast?
Yeah, I was like his first live interview, and he was so excited, and then all of a sudden one day, I think I made fun of him pissing on something, and he goes, "Fuck that guy!" I'm like,
he pissed on somebody at like a Dabbleverse thing.
Yeah,
DabbleCon.
I'm not the one who pissed on things.
Which to me is on brand for the Dabbleverse. So
that's the most Dabbleverse thing to do is just piss in public on other people. I think that's pretty. Yeah. Ghetto Hero says, "Bro, why did YouTube tell me to look at this shit? Hell nah. Are you not laughing? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
There's a laugh emoji right in your comment.
Is that not why you're here?" Sid Seraph says, "Stick around, Ghetto Hero. This grows on you." Yeah, it'll be good. You'll enjoy yourself.
Like a fungus.
Yeah, you'll enjoy the program. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Call from
Jake Huston.
Oh, shit. I'm glad I didn't tell everybody who this is. I didn't know it was going to be a cactus. Hello, Jake. How are you?
Hey, Aaron. How's it going?
Pretty good, buddy. What can I do for you tonight?
I'm just calling to tell you that I actually had sex this morning.
Oh, wow. Congratulations, Jake. That's wonderful. I dare I ask, with what?
No, it's a human. It's a female.
Oh, congratulations.
I've known her for a while.
Oh.
I've known her for a while now.
Okay.
She finally came over.
What's her name?
She was like 15 miles away.
Uh-huh.
Pretty good looking. Probably hotter than April.
Oh, really, Jake? You fucked a girl hotter than April. She must have been something. Do you know what's her name? Would we know her?
Definitely bigger tits.
Wow.
Okay,
Thanks.
All right, Jake. Well, how was it?
Oh, it was good. It was good. And I don't know. It was good. I mean, she made some weird noises when I fucked her.
Oh yeah, like what?
But I don't know. I think that meant it was good. But when I was fucking her, she was making the noise.
It
Do
wasn't.
I dare find out who that was?
I'll tell you. I don't want to give away the game.
Okay.
It was.
Okay. That, you know what? That's on brand.
He came
for
back
him.
strong.
Yeah, he did.
He came back strong. It wasn't the noise that got me. It was the amount of times he did it.
You really committed to the bit, yeah.
Even David
My
Chandler.
cheeks hurt from that one.
Even Chandler says, "Bravo, sir. Bravo." Hobo Chili says, "I want that as my alarm." Oh fuck! We should just wrap it up. I don't think it's gonna get better than that. We've made $100. We made $100. I mean, fuck it.
Wow, he must like our show again. Huh?
Maybe we ought to call it, man. I don't think between that.
Can we just call it?
Between the cowpote thing and that call and Marquise and Granny and all that, I don't know if we're gonna get any better than
Well,
that.
I don't know about you, but I'm just horny now, so I think we actually.
Yeah,
do
that we have
call
to go
the
fuck
show.
because we're all horned up. We got to go wet hump. Granny Loves Anal says, I don't understand why she sounded like Forrest Gump imitating his mom. I don't know. No, that wasn't his mom. Wasn't that the principal making that noise?
No, it was Forrest Gump.
No,
while
no,
the
no.
principal walked outside.
No, but he heard it. Forrest heard it. Remember, before that, somebody was making that noise. I always thought that was I always thought that was the principal, not his mom.
No, it's the mom. Stupid.
Fuck.
Wow.
I thought the principal was a loud old Southern man who was like, hey, 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 hey. I thought he was like,
Well, now you're making me question myself. I don't know. That was a word.
yeah, see, Triple N says it was the principal. Yeah, Aristocock
Really?
says it was the principal. Yeah.
Interesting.
Because remember how disgusted the principal looked? Because he was being made fun of. He was like, Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son. You don't say much, do you? Hey, 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 hey. Like, imagine you just fucked a girl, you're still wiping schmegma off your dick, and then you gotta leave the house hearing a retard mock your O sounds as you walk
Seriously,
away.
my cheeks hurt from that call.
Aaron is right. Forrest was indeed making fun of the principal. Thank
Okay.
you, President Camacho. By the way, President Camacho apparently has another name, and somebody banned it this morning. I'm against that. I like President Camacho.
I didn't see anyone banning things.
I hope not. Jake Hudson says, do you still have any of the old Twitch streams? Can you re-upload them? Nope.
We're literally blocked on there. How are you supposed to find that?
Wiped out when we got blockarooed. Thank you very much. You know, Keanu went live at the same time as us today.
Really?
And I really needed to know about the Stancil situation.
I want to know if Kiki's mom went off with him.
Yeah, I really need to know if Keanu's mom is currently hanging out with Jim Stancil. Let's see. Is she live?
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, what the fuck? She was supposed to be live at 7. She's not on yet.
Well, maybe she's trying to pull her mom out of Stancil's bed.
Oh, maybe she's trying to separate those two. You got to hose them down like mating chihuahuas.
He's actually got a barbed dick and he's just stuck there.
Old Barb Dick Stancil. Gets him every time, doesn't it? David Chandler says delayed until 9, I think. Okay. Chandler, I wonder if your buddy Deadpool's going to show up on Keanu's stream. It's my favorite.
You're
this one.
such a shit.
I love that when people don't know that one. Not that there's anything
why
to
do you
know.
feel-
Not that there's anything to know.
Stop outing everyone.
I'm not outing everyone. Hobo Chili Recipe says, Kiki's mom would like me. Older women love me. I'm sure they do.
Dude, I would love Kiki's mom.
You're a charmer.
She does love me. She's told me so.
She said she likes both of us, which I question her judgment at that point. I want to give a few attaboys to Jon Lovitz tonight. And I don't usually, that's not usually a sentence you hear me say. Jon Lovitz doesn't come into my purview.
Jon
very
Lovitz
much.
sounds like a porn star name.
You know who Jon Lovitz is, though, don't you? Wow, really? You know, sometimes our 8 years doesn't seem like much. And then other times it seems like it might as well be 20 years.
I spend a lot of time outside. I don't know these people.
spend a lot of time outside. That's not an excuse for not
That
knowing
means I'm
people.
not on my phone or the TV.
You don't need to be on your phone to know who Jon Lovitz is. He's been in like a shitload of comedies you've watched.
Well, maybe I do know who that is then, and I don't know their names.
The guy in Wedding Singer who sings, he's losing his mind, and I'm reaping all the benefits.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah. He's
See,
in everything.
I'm a face guy.
Oh, see, now we didn't know you were a face guy. The Critic. Have you ever seen the TV show The Critic, the cartoon? Oh, that's such a good show. Run for the hills. Roseanne's on the loose. It's like if Family Guy was funny, it would be The Critic. That's kind of how I would explain The Critic.
Fine.
If Family Guy was good, it would be The Critic. Another underrated, like USA Network, Comedy Central animated show from that era, Duckman. Duckman and The Critic, wildly underrated.
I must just not watch enough TV. I don't know.
He plays a movie critic, and he's just...
That's it?
Kind of has an asshole life, yeah.
Mm.
So anyway, Jon Lovitz is... He was like, he used to be just kind of a happy-go-lucky, you know, he's an SNL guy. He got some of his own movies. He got some of his own TV shows. Then he was a really big bit player in comedies in the 90s and 2000s. You've seen him on The Great White Hype. The Jewish guy who gets kicked out for for Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, then you're an Uncle Tom. Jews can't be Uncle Toms. Then he looks back at Jon Lovitz. Sure we can. Love Jon Lovitz in that movie. So Jon Lovitz was always just kind of a fun, happy-go-lucky kind of a guy. And now as he's getting older, he's just kind of turned into a curmudgeonly cunt that hates everything that's new, and I like it. It's a Jon Lovitz look that I really appreciate.
That happens to old men.
He just tore into Colbert and Kimmel, late night guys, and like I know what he's about. What I'm about to tell you, he said, is not like earth-shattering stuff. It's stuff we all know. But to me, like, knowledge is power, and the more people saying stuff out loud, the quicker I think these things can go away, because I think these TV executives feel like we don't notice shit that we notice. Mm-hmm. And the quicker they know that we're noticing, the quicker they'll go, oh, shit, get rid of that. I thought we were sneaking something in on him. Because like Colbert, we know he's propaganda.
Yes, that is all he is.
Seth Meyers is propaganda. Kimmel's like half propaganda.
Mostly.
Maybe he's more than half now. You might be right.
Mostly.
So Jon Lovitz, they asked him about late night comedy, and he couldn't wait to fuck on these guys. He was very excited to do so. Jon Lovitz took aim at the politicization of late night comedy, calling out liberal hosts Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, and Seth Meyers during an exclusive interview with Fox News Digital. And Fox News Digital probably ate that up. They love that.
This is exciting for all people.
Lovitz, who's been a comedy icon for nearly 40 years, you got to remember, when he was a comic, he came up during Carson. Like, so we got to see Johnny Carson and then Leto and Letterman,
all the good ones.
Conan and all those guys. He was asked about the transformation of comedy over the years and drew attention to how polarizing late night shows have become since the Trump era. Yeah, what do they call it? Trump derangement syndrome?
Yes.
Those guys all get it. And what those guys don't understand about getting that Trump derangement syndrome is you take people like me, who thinks politics is ridiculous and it's all professional wrestling, and I don't take Trump that seriously, and I'm not a huge Trump guy, but I can't stand these people on the other side.
They're all nasty.
You take a guy like Trump and you push me into his arms, because while he might be silly, you guys are unbearable.
The levels of propaganda, to me, have
Right.
gotten out of control.
Because, like, when I watch Trump, the worst I'll do is go, oh, God. Why
He's sucking his own dick too much. He's being shitty.
Or like, that was an incredibly stupid thing to say out loud
Yeah.
right now. But when I watch these late night guys, it's just, I just cringe and I'm uncomfortable. And I'm like, would you guys stop whinging like a bunch of women? Would you? I mean, Samantha Bee has more balls than these guys, for God's sake.
God, I don't like her, though.
Way bigger balls than these guys.
I really don't like her.
That's how bad they are, though. Like, she would be less politically douchey than them if she were on, and she'd be bad.
And that's
don't get
hard-pressed for me to agree to.
He said, I don't like it. I don't like it. They were comedy shows, and now, except for Jimmy Fallon, they've all become very political. And for me, it's too much. I mean, Johnny Carson would, he would do 2 or 3 jokes about whoever was president then or what was going on, and that was it. But they were entertainment shows, Lovitz said. I know all those guys, and they're very nice guys, very talented. I know Seth. I know Stephen Colbert. I know Jimmy Kimmel. I think they're funny, But when they started doing the political stuff, like so one-sided, it's like, that's all it is, the whole thing. It's just like, that's not the shows I used to go on, you know? It was The Tonight Show and David Letterman.
In an entirely different world.
Right.
From what it is
and
now.
like Letterman understood, and he did some political stuff, and I think later in his career he started to show his bias, but it wasn't like mean. It wasn't an angry bias. It was always in service of comedy.
It wasn't Dancing with Vaccines.
Right, but like with Letterman, like Letterman would bring on an Asian deli owner who barely spoke English onto his show to do the top 10 list. He would bring out Bud Melman and so long, suckers. Like, and he would do shit like that. He would do stupid human tricks, and it would be a retarded show to distract you from the depressing shit you just heard on the nightly news that night.
Yep.
Leno, same thing. Leno, I think one of the greatest compliments that anyone could give Jay Leno is after, 25 years on The Tonight Show, people really couldn't nail down his politics.
That's good, though.
That's
People
the best.
Know.
If you're doing a late night comedy show and people are sure they know where you are politically, you fucked up.
Yeah, because that's not comedy anymore.
Right. And it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't feed your entertainment. You know, it shouldn't be part of it. So I like that Jon Lovitz is saying it because it's what a lot of people feel. I think a lot of these shows are not nearly as popular as they used to be, and there's a lot of reasons for that. There's more of them. I think Gutfeld is kind of dunking on a lot of these people, and you've got streaming services and all these other things. They're already not as popular as they used to be, but CBS, ABC, NBC, they keep these shows on because they have to crank up that message and shout it at you every minute of every day, whether it's prime time. Like, we're getting later in the seasons of SVU, and they're shoving politics down your throat.
We just watched one today about like a lesbian thing, and it's okay, God made you that way. And
they did one where they said these Christians fuck lesbian Christians so that they can have God put back in them, and that it's okay in their religion to do that. I'm like, there's literally no religion where that's okay. Like, I'll even defend Islam on that one. I don't even think in Islam a girl can kiss a girl and you're like, well, I can clearly pull my pants down and just R-word the chick.
No, you just lop their heads off.
And like at the end of this SVU, they're like, yeah, it's just sad that religions have to go and justify these things. I'm like, but they don't. It's classic straw man syndrome. You made up a straw man and then you took it down and you went, we're tough.
I had actually never heard the argument of like fucking the gay out of somebody.
No.
Like conversion therapy, sex.
Right.
I had never heard of such a thing. So you're right. Like the later in the SVU seasons we're getting, it is getting weird.
Conversion fucking,
Oof.
I guess is what you'd call it. But yeah, the more people like Jon Lovitz pointed out, maybe a few more people get it, because like if people who are just on the right shout about this shit, they're just they're preaching to the choir. Like those people have already stopped watching this shit.
We get it.
You got to get people who don't seem very political to point out like, hey guys, it's not that you're left. It's that you're so political and you only do one-sided things. And a lot of it's not even funny. You're like being serious and doing commentary. Go get a job on CNN if that's what you want to do. Make the late night shit about haha. That's it. Is it funny? Do it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an escape. That's it.
Yeah. And Jon Lovitz is saying they're not really escaping. They're just telling it's a purposeful beating down of the population to bum them the fuck out. Basically.
And that's all that became, like, during COVID, especially. During COVID and the Trump administration, it all became beating us down.
Yeah. Mr. Me says, ooh, I know what I'm looking up tonight. No, it's not. Conversion fucking is not a thing.
What if that is a thing? What if that's like a category on a porn website?
Well, I can't stop that kind of thing from happening. I'm not the guy in charge of the internet.
Conversion fucking.
I'm
gonna fuck the gay out of you.
Well, conversion fucking is technically what Kirk Cousins and his wife do when they fuck in their vehicle. He does own a conversion van. Boy, imagine how much dick riding Kirk Cousins getting because his foot don't work right now.
Oh my God, that's true. She has to do all the work.
He's getting his dick rode all the time.
Yeah, because he can't be on top because you're pushing your foot into the bed or wherever you're at.
That's a surgically repaired Achilles. Us Vikings fan we need that Achilles. Kirk's getting to lay back.
She's getting a nice workout in then.
Yep.
I don't hate it.
That core is getting a good work. Hobo Chili Recipe says, if I get Thanos glove, I'm going to snap my fingers and Great White Hype will never happen. Will have never happened. That's mean. That just seems like you're attacking me.
I don't know. I've never seen it all the way through, but what I did see, I'm not impressed.
It's such a good movie. There's two kinds of people in this world. There's people who don't like the Great White Hype, and then there's people who understand comedy.
I don't know if it's about understanding comedy.
Those are the only two people.
It's just weird.
Scientific
It's a weird one.
Scientific fact. Annoyed Wawa supervisor says, respectfully, I think Purple FTW would figure out a way to make it work as he's into that sort of thing. Why are you trying to ruin my buddy Andy for me? You've never given me any evidence of this bisexual thing with Purple FTW. For all I know, it's all a myth that you created to make me propagate it. You tricky bastard. Now,
would it really...
Now go refill the slushy machines.
Would it ruin him for you if you found out he was bi?
No, but it's like he was being sex pesty, this guy says. So then to protect it, he came out and said, I was bi.
Yeah, you can't
I've never
claim
heard
that
of
it's
this.
Just you're bi if it's a sex pesty thing.
No, I'm saying I don't think that happened. I think Annoyed Wawa supervisor made that up to make me think less of my guy.
I licked Aaron's ear today and he said I was sex pesty.
I said, what are you, a sex pest? Because even though I clean my ears, once in a while a tater will just roll out of there.
Come on, man.
Annoyed Wawa supervisor says, because I hate positivity. I'm sorry. I apologize. Sorry again. This is a new thing that's kind of gaining ground, and I don't know if this is one of those things that the media's just been pushing, or if this really is something that's happening more and more. Parents dosing their kids with melatonin.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. I have a request. Don't.
I don't think it's good for them, right?
No.
Isn't that the thing? Isn't it really bad for their health eventually?
Right, because like melatonin for adults, it's like, what do they give you over the counter? Like 5 milligrams, 10 milligrams, something like that. It's a very small amount of melatonin.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to just slow you down, help you get to sleep.
And you're supposed to give yourself 8 allotted hours to
Right.
sleep because
So-
it works.
But then adults, like their kids have trouble getting to sleep, and they go, oh, why don't I give them 5 or 10 milligrams of this? Can we say drug?
It's a drug
Okay.
or a supplement.
Let me drug my child so they'll go to sleep. And it's like, part of being a parent is you don't drug the children. You put up with the shitty things until they're old enough to not do the shitty things anymore, and you pay for it with a few years of lost sleep.
Yes.
That's part of the deal. You don't get to slip your kid a pill.
Like occasionally, lately again, for some reason, the 4-year-old keeps incessantly getting up 4 times a night.
Yeah.
Throughout the night, and it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Because then I don't sleep. But it'll go away.
Right,
and
it'll
I'm not
stop.
shoving melatonin down her throat.
No.
Are you kidding me? I never would. It's
One time I made us a whole rotisserie chicken. We ate that and went back to bed. Out like a light. Who has the time?
What are you talking
Who has the time? 1 in 5. She got the itis, and she was just out. Grease on her face, just sprawled out.
Aren't you supposed to just make sure your kids are active during the day and so they're tired and they want to sleep?
Wear them out. Although, how many times have you and I done that? We're like, oh, we're going to take them out this weekend. We're going to do all this stuff. They'll come home exhausted.
work.
And then we're the ones who go to bed at 7:30, and we're like, guys, wake us up when you want to go to bed. It's like we're wiped.
Yeah, but it's just that we exert so much energy trying to make sure that they're exerting their energy. I don't know what that is. Is it because we work on top of that?
No. We're old. They're young. That's what it is.
And they get so bitchy when they're tired, though.
1 in 5 American children, 1 in 5 are being given melatonin gummies and tablets by their parents to get them to sleep, despite ongoing warnings against giving the popular natural sleep aid to children and adolescents without a prescription. The increased numbers represent a shocking rise from just a few years ago. The Academy of Sleep Medicine recently warned against giving the sleep-inducing supplement to children under 13 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to hear why, because technically I don't know why it's bad for you if it's a natural thing.
Well, melatonin is not yet fully regulated by the FDA. Well, God knows they know everything. There have been recent reports that certain melatonin brands may contain up to 300% per dose. It's advertised, representing an even greater possible danger to children. From 2012 to 2021, there was a 530% increase in kids consuming melatonin. 94% accidentally.
Accidentally?
Just probably they thought it was gummies.
In a pill bottle?
Yeah, the kids see gummies and they just go, there we go.
I don't know.
Chew them up.
That to me is bad parenting then if you're letting your kids get into your melatonin. Like I would have mine put away in a cabinet somewhere.
Right.
I don't have any. I actually don't use it. I never have.
How about the fact that
But
us millennials and Gen Z people are such fucking pussies and non-adults and have such arrested development that our sleep aids have to come in gummy form because we got to have it chewy and it's got to taste like wild berry, or we don't want to take it. It's got to be a grape one. Just take it in pill form like a grown-up and just swallow it down.
I feel like maybe that's part of the digestion of it, though, too. Like maybe it starts quicker. I don't know. I think the reason we're doing jacking off.
No, I'm saying that's not the reason. It's because we're all just children. We need our gummies.
I think the reason people are pumping melatonin into their kids, though, is because they need the instant gratification of their kids sleeping.
Right,
they
don't
need
want to do
everything right now.
They don't want to do the work.
They don't want to do the work, so that like a half hour before bedtime, they're like, "Hey, kids, time for your late night snack," and it's the gummies.
That's drugging your kids.
It is. It's drugging your kids. You can help your children go to sleep. We do it every time they sleep here, right?
Yes.
We put all three of them to bed. We sit with them for a while.
It's just kind of part of the gig.
Yeah. That's right. That's part of having kids. You have to deal with them until they go to sleep.
Because like what members of the audience are saying, you give children melatonin, it shuts down the production of their natural hormones and the stuff they need.
Right,
and
it's
the
a replacement.
things that they're developing, and it fucks them up. You can't, and especially if you do it, if you lean on it as like the thing to put them to sleep. Guys, we got to chill out on that stuff. Lose a few hours like a grown-up, and eventually it'll all... And then if they make good money when they're older, guilt the shit out of them into giving you some.
I 100% agree. It does suck losing sleep because of kids. It's hard, but that's also what you sign up for when you have kids.
Hobo Chili says, my children were given Similac and Jameson. Night-night juice. Well,
I've heard of people doing that, like especially when it's a baby, just rubbing some alcohol on their gum or something.
What year? 1892?
A long time ago.
Yeah, this was...
But apparently it worked.
Your grandma told you stories about her grandma doing that. That's how long ago it was. Your grandma's grandpa.
I heard it was effective.
Greasy N-word with $5 over on Rumble. Thank you very much, buddy. He says, conversion fucking. Is that what happens when you do it on a futon? Hey-o. Thank you, buddy. 140 is tonight's number. If you guys want to keep slamming the money at us, we'll knock out that 140 and do an extra half hour of overtime tonight at the end of this hour. Got about an hour to do so. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, gifted memberships, all that stuff counts. We do appreciate it. This is fun. Taco Bell in Los Angeles had a holiday party for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And apparently all the Taco Bell workers just started fucking each other.
At the Taco Bell?
They just started having a party. And by the way, that's not something that usually happens. Like, what a nice franchise owner.
Right.
That the boss is going to throw you guys a party for the drive-thru workers and the people who make the quesadillas. That's not something that typically happens at fast food restaurants. It's usually you get in, run the window, you piece of shit. Are you going home? See you tomorrow, you piece of shit. And you're back.
You're a cog in the wheel.
You're a cog, or in the machine. Both. You're a cog in the wheel and the machine. Spoke in the wheel, cog.
Spoke in the wheel, cog in the machine.
You got it. You nailed it.
Thanks, Aaron.
Fucking right there.
I don't think that's
Come on. You got it.
This is only so you don't yell at me.
Better late than never.
That is literally my only reason.
Better late than never. Spoke in a wheel, cog in a machine. I was going to say something else, but I decided against it. So this Taco Bell decides to have a holiday party, and guess what these employees do? They prove why fast food joints don't have holiday parties, because these fucking degenerates decided to start coming on each other.
But maybe it was fun. If everyone's got somebody, what's the big deal?
A former Los Angeles area Taco Bell employee is suing the company and a franchise owner after she claims a Christmas party at the fast food restaurant descended into a drunken mess that included open sex. Alana Bacoim filed her lawsuit last week in Los Angeles Superior Court. In the suit, she alleges that her supervisor invited her to the December 18th, 2022 party at the San Pedro Taco Bell at which she worked. Oh, so they did have the party at the Taco Bell.
So they're just stuffing tacos.
They shut the thing down and just started jacking off into the hard shells and just...
Hey, honey, I'll give you my chalupa.
Hey, do you want a quesarito, you whore?
They have queso for lube. You would love that.
The infection she got wouldn't. In the suit, she alleges that her supervisor invited her to the party. She was encouraged to bring food for a potluck-style buffet.
You're at Taco Bell.
Do you want Taco Bell for your holiday party?
Look, no.
Right. Exactly. Even the owner knew this is shit. We serve this to the customers, not each other.
The swill.
Her contribution was a bowl of guacamole. Dude, that's a dip.
Yeah.
You don't just bring... That's not your dish.
If you bring dip and chips...
That's okay. I'm all right with that. But you just bring guacamole? That's like bringing a jar of salsa. That's a weak-ass...
What's your go-to?
Could you imagine if everybody... I would bring a... Hobo's going to make fun of me no matter what I say. I'd bring like a 5-layer taco dip.
I've done that.
And some chips.
I like bringing spinach and artichoke dip and some like bread, like that crusty bread you slice.
Maybe some taco dip.
Meatballs.
I already said taco dip.
Aaron likes them little weenies.
What's the dip with the... Oh, yeah, it's a 7-layer
Is
7-layer dip different than taco dip?
I don't think so.
Fuck. Then I don't know. Then I'm
I like
talking about the same dip.
A homemade salsa con queso is good.
Sure.
With beef in it.
I don't know anything about queso. So, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Everything about your essence says otherwise.
I'm sorry, but a bowl of guacamole for a potluck is a bitch move. Once she arrived, Becky Ohm discovered that her supervisor covered the windows of the restaurant with wrapping paper. Uh-oh.
Look, I'm really not against it yet if everyone's having fun.
That's a sign. And also covered the cameras for the lobby in the inside of the restaurant. Oh, there's planning to do some shit. She claims her supervisor provided alcohol to staffers, several of whom were overserved. Well, they're not bartenders.
It's a holiday party. You're supposed to get stupid drunk, right?
That's the only reason to hang out with your coworkers.
The only reason.
Around midnight, after Becky Ohm had stepped outside for a short time, she walked back into the restaurant and saw a coworker having sex with his wife in front of everyone at the party, she alleges.
They're just exhibitionists.
The coworker's wife, Becky Ohm claims, was also kissing her female manager and another female coworker at the same time. They fucking party at Taco Bell. I had no idea.
I've never had this much fun at a holiday party.
Never heard of this at any other more revered establishments.
No. Maybe the Wolf of Wall Street place.
That's about it. Yeah, Stratton
Oakmont.
Oakmont. That's it. Shocked, disgusted, and outraged, Becky Ohm alleges that she first ran out of the restaurant, but then went back inside to eat some pussy. No, I'm sorry, retrieve her guacamole bowl.
Take some anal.
Well, I hadn't had a dick in my turd cutter in a coon's age, so I decided to pop on back in and see if I could get some analingus.
Nobody clipped that.
It's not worth it, really, if you think about it.
So, looks like refried beans.
She ran out really upset, like, oh my God, they were fucking in there. It's so nasty. She's like, oh, I got to go back in. I don't want to forget my guacamole bowl. It's my favorite one.
What if it has cum in it at this point?
Only to find that her manager and the other coworker involved in the sexual encounter were vomiting. So the manager walked in on them fucking. The person stopped fucking, and the both of them started puking. The manager wasn't fucking.
Well, clearly your heart rate's just up so high you had to puke real quick.
One threw up in the trash while the other vomited in her guacamole bowl. Oh. Now I understand why she's suing.
I'm sorry. I don't see what this woman's suing. You'll never have another story like this. This is funny. Fuck your bowl.
Yeah, your bowl
Fuck
is
your bowl.
Stupid.
It's a stupid guacamole bowl. You can get another one.
Becky Ohm says she reported the incident to Taco Bell Human Resources and Alvarado Restaurant Group, the franchisee. The manager and other coworkers involved in the sexual encounter were fired. After their termination, Becky Ohm alleges she was threatened and had her car window shattered by someone associated with her former coworkers.
Wow, see, now that's not okay.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that the people who used to work for Taco Bell are trash? That doesn't compute. I don't get it.
Doesn't check out.
Taco Bell and the franchisee did nothing about these threats and instead told her that they were transferring her to a new location rather than disciplining the employees who threatened her.
Yeah, we're transferring you to the Prude location.
Yeah, we're the one that doesn't fuck at the holiday parties. You're at the non-cock-sucking Taco Bell. Thank you very much.
We're sending you to the cribbage playing Taco Bell.
Here, take your guacamole bowl. You dirty non-whore.
I wish you would have nutted in it instead of puked.
Just jacked off in it. Bakiom eventually quit and alleges that she has suffered actual, consequential, and incidental financial losses, and that Taco Bell violated anti-discrimination laws. Luckily for Taco Bell, if they lose the lawsuit, it's a Taco Bell job. So if they just hand her a crisp 50, she'll be like, all right, this about makes up for it.
Couldn't you have just not said anything and kept your job, though?
Yeah, I mean, just let people have their Christmas fuck party and everybody goes back to normal.
I have to imagine nobody was chaining her to the Taco Bell for the party. Like, you could have just gone home.
Mile High says, fat chick doesn't get diddled at the orgy, files an HR complaint. Kind of sounds like it. Ghetto Hero, who's new to the show. Ghetto Hero, by the way, hit like, hit subscribe, buddy. Appreciate it. Says, so y'all be doing black jokes in here. I mean, is that a question or just a statement?
Hell yeah, we love black people enough to joke about them.
She said that.
Well.
He says, I got jokes. All right, let's hear your best one. I don't hear enough white jokes on this show. I need more of those. We have enough of everything else. I need more white jokes. Give me
my little saltine.
Give me some good stuff. I need only the best.
Yeah.
Yul Gibbons has a clip. Oh, boy. Let's see what it is. Let's see what Yul brought us. Well, I hadn't had a dick in my turd cutter in a coon's age, so I decided to pop on back in and see if I could get some analingus. I mean, I did say that.
If any girl ever that is with you or would be with you or has been with you needed to, like, bring you to court for any reason.
Yeah.
Like, there is so much evidence out there.
Dick in the turd
you
cutter.
Were a fraud.
Analingus. I mean, you know, things get said. That's all.
Should be careful.
Oh, Skeezy has jokes. He says, white people be all like, man, you can let that microwave go down to 0 and hear the ringy dingy. I'm like, motherfucker, shit.
Dude, I don't even do that. Do you let it go to 0?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
Someone told me that's a black thing, but I'm like, dude, I do that all the time.
You know what? Maybe.
I'm worried that if it goes to 0 and dings, it steals my soul.
No, you know what I do? I can let it go to like 0 and ding, but like ours dings 3 times. I can't let it ding the 3rd time.
I understand. Is that a thing?
Is that the same thing?
We've got a few black people in here tonight. We need to ask these questions when they're around. Do you guys have a thing against letting the...
He's here.
You guys have a thing against letting the microwave go to 0? Just wondering.
Yeah, what is that? Is it like voodoo or something?
I don't know, but I do it too. Ghetto Hero says, hell no. He lets the microwave go to 0.
Is there anything else you like do superstitiously?
That I can blame black people for? No.
I used to.
Crossing, hold on. Crossing the street. Ghetto Hero, I'm trying to be good. Thank you to Balls Deep for gifting a membership to Mile High.
Thank you.
Marquise with $5 says, I demand Aaron take the work of art I just made on the Towboys group page, put it on a shirt, and make money off it. Oh, boy.
I have to know what that is.
I can't wait to go look.
Thank you.
135 is the number tonight, guys. There's the Streamlabs PayPal and Venmo links if you want to contribute that way. Only 135 away. I think we'll do it. By the way, it's our last goal of the week. So everything else is Rumble Friday, Wednesday tomorrow, which Hobo Chili Recipe has invited Ghetto Hero to. I think he'll really enjoy.
Oh, fun.
Rumble Friday, where your $5 allows you to post a link. We have to play it. $10, we have to play it right away.
Dub in the Rumble chat says melatonin. That's messed up. Methadone is preferred by Mo.
Oh, see, I didn't see. Another thing I didn't know until today, which is good.
Oh my God.
Balls and wieners. Now, see, Ghetto Hero, you can answer balls and wieners here. I'm not making this statement. I'm just repeating it.
Yeah.
He says they let the fucking smoke detectors beep nonstop.
Why is that?
Do they all do that? Is that what we're going with?
I don't know.
Stereotypes are a nasty part of this country's history, and I simply won't tolerate.
I'm trying to think of all the black houses I've been to and if they had beeping going on.
If
I
your
can't
over
remember.
if your over under is at if the over under of 8 is surpassed, then we're gonna have to redefine the nature of this relationship.
Wait, what? If your over under is 8?
Yeah, and you go over it, the amount of black houses you've been. April.
I've been to a few. You know.
Not what a guy likes to hear. Sorry. I'm just saying this for Ghetto Hero since he's here tonight. That's all.
I mean,
Fred says the BO one is true. Now, why? Why?
Okay.
Guys, we're supposed to be putting our best foot forward. There's black people here tonight.
Wait, are you saying that they
Break out the good plates.
Are you saying they don't smell good? I feel like a lot of black men really care about smelling good.
You keep talking like this, and I'm going to have to make some phone calls. That's all I'm saying.
To where?
That's all I'm saying.
The NAACP?
Yeah, I'm going to say, stop telling my wife that you people smell good, because it's fucking up my universe.
Haven't you ever watched them be? They really, like in the locker room
like
or
tigers
anything?
in the wild?
Sure.
Okay.
Fearsome creatures, yeah.
Hobo Chili says, April, when you were on your back, did you see if Tyrone's smoke detector was blinking?
No, that is not what happened.
Marquis says, you people? I mean, you did say you people.
You lovely people. Does that help, Marquise?
Aristocrat King Yeti says, why come blacks can't hear the smoke detector low battery chirp? See, now, is Ghetto Hero even here anymore?
Yeah, I like that one.
Is Ghetto Hero even here after all this talk? Mile High High says, Drakkar Noir, April, what does that do to you?
I thought that was a white people thing. My dad had that like a long time ago. Not anymore. That was like when I was
Isn't
little.
that like the bathroom attendant cologne?
Yeah. No, it
Yeah.
really is. That was like his backup, like if his other nice ones ran out.
Right. Annoyed Wawa Supervisor says, okay, Aaron, just for you, corporate just told me I can launch a new promotion. For the next 36 hours, full sugar Coca-Cola, Newports, and single-ply toilet paper are all on sale at all locations.
Oh, single ply.
Wonderful.
You're running your finger through Mud Valley.
You really are. You're just getting shit on your finger. It's going to look terrible. I shudder to think.
It's gonna look terrible.
It smell bad too. So you and I have new news about our favorite celebrity couple. These two are a fucking mess all the time.
Oh.
And you can't take yesterday's events because by the next day there's already new events. So the last time we checked in on Kim Zolciak and Croy Bierman, she had called the cops because he wouldn't let her go into the bedroom and get her toothpaste, toothbrush, and neck wrinkle cream. Ugh.
Or crepe erase.
Yeah, so the cops had to come and say, hey, could you give her toothpaste and old lady neck cream?
Mm.
Then they went out for an anniversary dinner and they just seemed all in love and they were having plates of food and everything was nice. Well, now I guess earlier this week, they had to call the cops again. Well, the kids had to call the cops because these two were.
Kids?
Oh, yeah, they were having a big knockdown, drag out fight in front of the children.
And what do you think the fight was over this time?
Yeah, probably the fact that she's all neck wrinkly, he's broke as shit. They have mounting debts and
Your
can't pay
fucking
him.
name is Croy,
Your
and
name
you haven't
is
changed
Croy.
it yet. Ugh.
More trouble for Kim Zolciak and Croy Bierman in their ugly divorce as things got so bad during a fight at their home, their own kid had to call the cops.
Oh, man.
See, if I'm the kid at this point, I'm going, yeah, officer. Yeah, not only are they fighting, but I think they're both armed and they're threatening to shoot cops if they come over. And just see if I can get my parents shot and I can move on.
Maybe it'd be an easier ending for you. Like, if your kid is calling the cops, though, because your parents are fighting so bad, isn't that like CPS time?
No, honestly, you need to get pretty bad before CPS gets involved.
Really?
The kids themselves have to be seen as like in immediate danger.
You're right, then just lie.
Right. Just
Yeah,
be
there's
like,
kitchen knives out, guys.
Not only are they fighting, but like they pistol whipped me and then like try to bang your head into a wall and get a nice bruise.
Just
so you
trip
can
and fall in a doorknob with your eye socket.
Get away from these fucking people.
Oh, my God.
Kill the least liked kid and then frame your parents for it and be like, it's for the best. They didn't like you anyway, and really, we don't think that much of you either.
This sacrifice means the world to me.
Yes. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ cops got to a call to the estranged couple's Georgia mansion Monday night for a verbal domestic dispute. You know what I think it is? They try to do these nice things together, and that takes so much energy that it devolves into wanting to kill each other when they get home. So just stop being nice and stop being around each other. Whatever happened? I thought they were doing like a you get the upstairs, you get the downstairs
They
thing.
were supposed to. I think that was actually ordered that, hey, you get this part of the house.
Right.
You get this one. Stay away.
So take your old lady neck wrinkle, trick guys into thinking you're 10 years younger than you are, Cream, and get your ass downstairs.
Doesn't she look older than him?
She does look a little past her days.
Yeah.
That's true. We're told in all 3 officers and a supervisor arrived on the call and tried to settle things out with Kim and Croy. What's most disturbing, law enforcement sources say it was one of the couple's 4 young kids who called the cops, and the fight was extremely loud.
Ugh.
So do we have, all we have is the dinner they had for their anniversary.
Do you think their anniversary?
Their
celebrating
anniversary
their
dinner.
anniversary.
Yeah, and then they just came home and wanted to kill each other. Then today, they're at a nice little family outing with one another. Look at that. They had to take the kids out for drinks and snacks to kind of buy their loyalty back after the big knockdown drag out.
Yes, because that's what you do. You have such ugly domestics at home. You have to buy things for your kids to love you again.
I think that's how, parents that don't get along and have fights in front of their kids, I think that's what they do. Isn't that like a normal thing?
I don't know.
If a mom and dad fight a lot, the kids cry, and then one of the parents like, oh, we'll take you to Dairy Queen, or oh, we'll get you ice cream. I think that's like a normal thing in those passively abusive households.
I don't remember. Like, my parents obviously had fights now and then, and I don't remember them buying me something to make up for the fight I saw.
Did you cry during the fights and stop fighting, Mom and Dad? You do this all the time. That's what I mean.
If I did, I went to my room first so nobody could see me.
I think if that's...
I don't know.
I think if that happens a lot, I think they try to buy... Especially if they're getting divorced. Yeah, they're trying to buy the kids' loyalty. You know, hey...
That's dirty.
Next time the cops come when Mom and Dad are... Well, these two are vapid. So you got to think like that. These are 2 egotists. She's a reality show star. He's a football player.
What do the Real Housewives of so-and-so do?
I think she's an Atlanta one.
What does that matter? What do they do?
They just sit around and yell at each other. They just sit around and just call each other cunts and bitches until...
That seems like parent material.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it is.
You know.
That's the long and short of it. So yeah, those 2 are they fought again. The cops came for the 4th time in the last couple months.
More than that, I feel.
And now these people who are $1 million in debt to the IRS have to now go to Starbucks and buy their kids treats that they can ill afford.
Those cake pops are expensive.
Right?
That's robbery.
I guess when you're $1 million in debt, what's a $3 cake pop?
I guess what's a little bit more.
Yeah, what's a little? Just put it on top.
Weren't they at least trying to sell their house and get that back a little bit?
They are trying to sell the house, but who knows? If you're that much in debt, maybe you've mortgaged it to the hilt. I don't know. Man, my dad would just leave the house, so I never got shit, says SH. Yeah, some parents do that too. They fight a bunch, and then one of them just takes the fuck off.
I've seen that before.
Which is that's peaceful.
It's It's kind of more peaceful than sitting there and still fighting.
That's nice.
But then the kids sit there and worry if that parent's ever coming back.
That's a good point, yeah. I got to get the fuck out of here. Well, are you coming back? And then they'd say shit like, I don't know. Whoa.
Yeah, maybe not tonight, guys.
I feel like I need a hard commit on that one, Mar Dad.
Mar Dad.
Mar Dad. Mar Dad. That's if Bill Maher's your dad. You have a Mar Dad. If your last name is Craw, you have a Crawdad.
I love a good crawdad.
Of course you do. And of course you don't call it crayfish or crawfish.
I love crawfish too.
You call it a crawdad because you're from that part of the world.
You just, pull them apart and slurp them out.
Of course.
Yeah.
135 is the number tonight. Remember, we are... It's 2-1. MSO's in the lead for the bringing out the offering plate this week. So let's knock that out before the offering plate comes out, and then we'll end the week even with MSO. Prawns, no, not the aliens in District 9.
Do you know that I used to, you know how the Minnesota River or whatever, the Mississippi.
Right.
A few years ago when we were in such a drought, you could see all the rocks in the bottom of the river down by Riverside. I used to go catch the little crawdads, little crayfish. I used to chase them around and I'd grab them. That was fun.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you've never done something like that because you grew up in the little city.
You're right.
And stuff like that, and you don't know what the little fun outdoorsy things are like.
So tell
you could have had your own crawfish to eat the way I did.
Please tell the audience more.
I caught my own.
Yeah. About the crawfish. Let them know.
They're delicious.
Yeah. Helgi writes, cool story, April.
You're such a piece of shit.
Z Senior says, tell that story again, please. Mr. Nobody says, tell us more, please, April. Riles writes, okay, terrific.
Dirty little scund up knees. Jesus.
Stevie J says, I love April, but story time with April wasn't a very good segment.
I feel like your face was the story.
I loved that story. You have no idea how much I loved that
You've
story.
never just gone, crawdadding all over the place?
No, explain to us again how it worked, like what you guys did. Like, what was the preparation like? Did you have to gather equipment and gear to
you
go?
really got to rough up the bottoms of your feet so you don't slip on the rocks or
Sure,
anything?
yeah.
So you got to use like the real thick grit on the bottom of your feet.
Wow, that must have been crazy for you
then
guys.
You go out there gloveless so they can pinch you still, so there's a thrill to it.
Right, okay. I understand.
And you got to wait for them to like try to scurry about the rocks, and you have to.
Okay, interesting. I'm sure a lot of audience members have some thoughts on this, so let's go to the phones and let's talk to Granny about this.
Did he come yet?
Incredible crawfish thing. Granny, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Aaron, I'm feeling a lot better. I fucking did it. I did it. I wanted to call back and thank you, give you an update. It was like a bird feeder in a tornado. It did just fucking feed everywhere, dude. I did a 360. You ever come in a 360?
You know, I can't say that I have, and I'm wondering, why did you feel it necessary to call me to let me know that you jacked off? I didn't feel invested.
Well, you gave me permission, and I feel like there was concern there.
No,
so it's an update.
I really feel like the permission was more me giving you permission so you would stop telling me about the whole whacking off thing.
Maybe he thought of you.
I think what we have here is a classic
like
miscommunication.
So I got this like weird video of like a black trans midget and a hyena. And there was a tricycle involved. It was, listen, like I'm ashamed. You know what I mean? I'm like extremely ashamed of myself. But
Not as ashamed as I am.
A lot. All right. Well, thank you. My balls appreciate it, Aaron. And
I did
nothing. Let's meet that goal, everybody. You know?
I did nothing to help your balls. Thank you. He is right about one thing. Knock out that goal, 130 away. Thank you very much, guys.
Come all over the goal.
Come all over the goal like your granny doing the bird feeder in a tornado jizz thing. Hey, April, Annoyed Wawa Supervisor says, hey, April, your phone cut out. Can you tell that story again?
I've actually been advised by my manager that I shouldn't.
Oh, it's not a good story?
It wasn't a good sell.
See, I disagree. I thought that was a wonderful story because I've forgotten about it now, and now I feel like I need to be reminded.
I just want you to know.
Or end to mow. You want me to mow right now? It's a little cold out.
I need you to know how much I fucking hate you.
Why? What did I do?
I will never catch you crawfish and feed you them.
You haven't already, so my life really wouldn't change at all, would it?
But it could be that much better.
Okay. Look, guys, from now on, I don't want you ever bringing up crawfish to April ever again. No more crawdad talk.
No crawdads in here.
No crawdad. I hear any crawdad talk, I shut that shit down point blank right away. You feel me? A hospital in Massachusetts apparently exposed more than 400 patients to HIV and hepatitis. Speaking of jizz, hundreds of patients at Salem Hospital in Massachusetts were possibly exposed to hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and HIV.
No.
The hospital announced. Boy, I tell you, they'll do anything to make sure Trump doesn't run for president. Release anything.
Or they'll make sure they have like repeat customers.
That's true.
Where did Trump come into this?
It was a COVID joke. See, they released the COVID to get rid of Trump.
This sounds like Lawsuit
You know what?
City.
Actually, I think that joke would have been a lot better if I would have found a way to reference crawdads in it.
Crawdad Trump.
So you know what I say? My fault.
It is your fault.
I'm going to own that joke. Salem Hospital officials revealed on Wednesday that roughly 450 patients receiving an endoscopy between June 2021 and April 2023 were potentially exposed during the administration of IV medications in a manner not consistent with our best practice. Okay, if you're putting an IV in someone, at a hospital, how the fuck does it have hepatitis or AIDS on it?
That's a great question because IV medications are they're kept clean. They're kept sterile, right?
You would think.
It's at least the needles going in.
I mean, what are you doing? Just pulling it out of an AIDS patient who just died and going...
Right. We're sharing needles now.
Just wiping it off and just shoving it right back in somebody?
Ugh, we're just sharing the IV ports.
Guys, make an effort for Christ's sake.
Have you ever had an IV port? You had one at the your tooth removal.
Oh, I did. Yeah, that was
that
my
was your first
one.
I can't believe it.
Oh,
I've had several.
I hate
and
needles. I hate IVs. I hate even blood drawn. I hate
you
it
hate
all.
anals?
Yeah, that too. Yeah, all of it. And the people who do it. The hospital was first made aware of the possible exposures earlier this year. That means for 2 cock-sucking years, they were exposing people to HIV and hepatitis and just tra-la-la, no idea.
Oh, God. I don't understand how. You can't, unless you're sharing needles or putting them around the dirty ones. Tell me how.
The hospital was first made aware of the possible exposures earlier this year, and the practice was immediately corrected. No, it wasn't. You found out about it 2.5 years in. So you didn't immediately, you immediately corrected it from the time you found out to the time you stopped it.
And let's not forget nearly 450 people potentially infected.
Right. And you know, not like with the cold or COVID or something that goes away.
HIV.
Just HIV. We sincerely apologize to those who have been impacted, and we remain committed to delivering high-quality, compassionate health care to our community.
Can you imagine going in to get your appendix out? So they had to put an IV in you clearly for surgery.
You come out with AIDS.
You come out with AIDS.
Ooh. You know what? I think I'll just stay home. I think I'll fight off this flu on my own. Thank you very much.
You got a little more than flu now.
Yeah. Brie S says, they stopped it immediately in a long timeline. Von Kaiser says, it's no longer a death sentence. That's true.
Okay, but
that's true.
That's almost like, to me, having HIV or AIDS is kind of like being on a registry somewhere. You have to tell your sexual partners about that.
Well, the nice thing is there's like a lot of pedophile politicians in like California and stuff that want to make that not a crime.
But that's not
to
okay.
not tell someone about your HIV or AIDS status when you fuck them.
But that's wrong.
If you look into that guy, I think his name is Scott Wiener. He is a fucking creep, man. He's gay. He's like every bad stereotype that the gay community doesn't want out in public. He wants to eliminate age of consent laws.
That's fucked up.
He wants you to not have to tell people if you have AIDS when you fuck them. It's like this guy's just trying to make laws to make his own Saturday nights more workable.
You know what's extra gross about getting rid of the age of consent laws? Besides the fact that you clearly want to have sex
no,
with
believe me,
kids,
I'm waiting for this.
It's like it's just being attracted to children in general. There's nothing there. You can't be attracted to a child.
So your problem with being attracted to children is not just the moral problem of them being young and impressionable and not able to give consent. Your problem is they got no ass and no tits. God.
There are plenty of developed people to be attracted to. Stop going for the poor kid trying to go through life right now.
What I'm saying is, like, most of us don't get past the whole, they're children, they can't give consent, and we don't want to scar them.
Bullet point.
Right. We don't usually get past that into, and by the way, their bodies are shit.
Okay. My first bullet point is the thing, hey, they're too young. They're fucking impressionable here, and you're their superior, technically.
Yeah.
And then you got like a little asterisk or like an aside under it that says, also not attractive. They're fucking children.
Yeah, see, most of us don't need to state that second part.
But stop it. You can't ever. I would love to hear one of these fucking minor attracted peoples tell me what exactly it is that they need out of that kid. Give me a reason. It doesn't exist.
If I knew the answer to that, I'd be very concerned for myself.
It doesn't exist.
Mr. Nobody says, quick, go back to the crawdad story, April, before this gets clipped. Mr. Nobody with Mr. Nobody with $4.99 says, April caught so many crawdads at all the black people's houses. She had to lay down after. Oh, did you have to lay down after all the crawdads at the black people's house? I didn't know that you caught the crawdads at the black people house.
I thought it was in the river, but maybe I was confused.
Are you saying black people can't live on a river?
I don't know if they'd be in the river with me.
You saying black people can't? No?
No.
They can't. They're not allowed to live near water?
Typically not for their safety.
Oh, for God's sake. Boys and girls, that puts us at $130 away from tonight. 20 minutes until we either bust out the offering plate and hand MSO a W, or we knock out our last goal of the week. 130 away from hammering out the last one of the week. Of course, tomorrow, Rumble Friday, Wednesday, and on Friday we do our anniversary. It sounds like David Chandler's going to make us do a 6-hour show. We said every $100 will be an hour. We'll go up to 6. Apparently, I've been told it's already earmarked for a 6-hour drinking show, which will be fun.
How much of a mess will we be by noon? We're going to need a solid breakfast after that.
Yeah, for
Can
sure.
somebody deliver us a breakfast pizza?
I would love a Casey's breakfast
It's our
pizza.
anniversary. I think you should.
April cries whenever we have Casey's breakfast pizza because she thinks of our mornings with Keanu and Geno. Geno.
It's just Keanu and Geno combined. It's Geno.
That's all it is. Should we see if we can get an update on Stancil fucking Keanu's mom?
Just go right to the source. Go to Stancil.
Let's go to, no, I want to go to Keanu's YouTube.
Drank
here.
myself.
Shh. Quiet, Gene.
What are we doing here?
Quiet, Gene. All right, she's live right now.
I've had a really fucking long conversation.
Oh, no.
I meant
no.
to be more.
Why?
Look at the terror on Michaeline's face.
Why, God, why?
Everyone, hello.
Do we have an update?
Guys, this is going to start earlier. Yes, we know that. All right, scooch closer. We're having fun.
It's
hello,
Keanu
everyone.
Look at her.
Look,
Now,
they're so
do we have an
cute.
update?
Welcome to Untoward Tuesday, everyone. Welcome. Sorry, I was. Look,
Answer the main question. Did your mom suck on Stancil's pole or not?
These two are drunk.
A little bit.
look how angrily I opened the show. I apologize. I really do. I was.
Why were you angry?
He has a new album out. Okay. Jacob Hudson.
Oh boy. So Jake's gonna be the guest. I'll go back and watch that later.
Yeah, I bet you will.
That's for sure. Oh, Chrissy's asking for a Simpcast song from Jake.
It needs to be part of our intro.
Oh boy. Dead Fool's over there taking care of business too. All right, guys, we got to focus on what we're doing over here. So just AIDS in hospitals, just leaking AIDS all over the place.
Okay, but all of those employees must be fired, right? You must be fired.
I'm thinking that hospital, and where was it, Massachusetts? I'm thinking that hospital is just saving all of its pennies of profit every single month and putting it in the settlement jar because they're going to have 450 settlements to pay out, and I'm thinking that a lot of them are going to be in the 6 figures.
You can't prevent, technically, your HIV from going to AIDS, right?
Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, with medication and treatment? Absolutely. There's so many people who get HIV and never get AIDS.
I just kind of figured that if it were to progress, it just kind of did that on its own.
We got to take care of yourself.
Really?
Magic Johnson never got AIDS.
Yeah, but it's always the threat of it being there, right?
Oh, no. Having HIV is still a game changer. I'm not sitting here going,
Scary.
oh, you got HIV? Suck it up, you pussy. No, like having
Kinda
HIV.
sounds that way.
Yeah, having HIV is, I assume, still a bitch. It's life-altering, but no, it doesn't always just turn into AIDS.
I just kind of figured eventually down the road it would. Or it's just the threat of it being there that, like, now that's in the back of your head all the time.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sure you think about it a lot. Annoyed Wawa supervisor says, does this count as Jake being on the show, or people owe double their super chats back? Well, no, because I did not take a Jake phone call.
Or play a song.
Or play a Jake song. I put on a stream that he happened to be a guest on. So I feel like that would hold up in a court of law pretty well.
I bet Michaeline is pissed
Oh, she hates Jake.
at him.
She hates Jake and Charles. The hospital wrote, we sincerely apologize to those who have been impacted, and we remain committed to delivering high-quality, compassionate health care to our community,
You
the
know
hospital
what,
said.
You know what I think the sorry should be now that you have AIDS and hepatitis B and C?
Right.
Free care for the rest of your life.
Is that what you get? You get free care from now on because...
You have to. You gave me a life-altering disease.
Well, also, my problem with it is that, okay, let's say you get the free care. You're getting free care, but you're getting it from the hospital that gave you AIDS.
Also a good point.
Yeah. I don't want
Okay,
free care from you.
Fine. I get to choose my new care place, and I'll send my bill to you. How's that?
Okay. That works. Yeah, I don't want to be treated. That's like going to a place and they fuck up your car and you're like, well, you fix it. It's like, do you really want the guy who fucked up your car working on it more?
Or you went in for an appendectomy, but they removed your cock because they thought it was the next trans surgery.
Right. Your mouth was full and you were like, cockendectomy. And they said, cockendectomy? Holy shit. I mean, okay, if you're asking for it.
I do believe that's the medical term, cockendectomy.
The customer is always right. I don't know what to tell you. Brielle says, yeah, and what about non-clot shot blood transfusions in an emergency? Need blood? Now you're vaccinated. Oh,
Actually, that's really scary.
I didn't know about
My
that.
mom said something to me about that for like when I need my surgery down here eventually. She's like, you make sure you fucking request non-vaccinated blood.
Right.
Otherwise, I should send you now.
I do a similar thing when I go to the hospital if I ever need blood. I do a similar deal. I make a request.
What would that be?
Only white blood, please.
Aaron, what could it be in non-white blood that you're trying to avoid?
I just always tell them, I go, look, I want white blood, and they're like, oh, you mean what? You want white blood cells? I go, I said what I said. All right. Don't make me make this any more uncomfortable than it already is. We all know what I'm asking is very politically incorrect. Let's just.
I don't know if
try to get through this like adults, please.
I don't know of any diseases in non-white blood that you could be trying to avoid.
Well, I have no idea. Just, nothing in particular.
Will you take kosher blood?
1 drop rule. 1 drop rule.
Okay.
Helgi says getting repeated COVID vaccines compromises your immune systems like AIDS, or so I'm told. I have no idea. I don't know what the.
I don't know either.
Tune in tomorrow morning for Rumble Friday, Wednesday, and we'll talk more about it. Annoyed Wawa. Ghetto Hero says, if you got it, you still gay, homie. Ghetto Hero, you're going to fit right in here.
I like Ghetto Hero.
You're going to fit right in. John Hahn says HIV equals AIDS is like 2 hot dog buns and quesos equals mini tacos. And Casey's breakfast pizza, don't ask me to show my work.
I want to create like the most beautiful monster creation of food forever for you. Like, I want there to be queso and breads and Braunschweiger and all this shit. I want it to be just this monster of a thing, and you're going to eat it.
So you want my sodium levels to just go through the roof. That's
your gluten levels.
like all my levels.
You're going to be swollen.
My blood's going to be all
By the
sludgy.
time I'm done with you.
Jack and Cough says, Aaron, Jesus Christ, why not say no colored blood? Because I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
I want color-free blood.
No, that's not. I just said I feel like it would be more compatible in my system.
I guarantee
you don't
there's
play
actually,
Xbox games in a PS5. That's all I'm saying.
I bet you there's somebody
Just
out
guys,
there.
I'm fucking around.
No, wait. I bet there's some weird, like, hillbilly out there, a really racist one that's like, dude, only give me white blood. That black shit don't work on me. Somebody said that somewhere.
I just go to the hospital, and when I get out, I just have a really bad urge to play scratch-offs. What the fuck happened?
You suddenly have a hankering for menthols.
What the hell? Why did I buy Cools and a $2 scratch-off? What the fuck is going on? Oh, boy. Guys, we are a little over 10 minutes away from rattling the offering plate and giving MSO a W today. 1:30 away from tonight's goal. Like I said, last goal of the week. Knock it out. Click that Streamlabs, PayPal, or Venmo link. Go ahead, throw some super chats or whatever. MSO is already saying, "I've got this tonight." Let's make that remarkably not true.
We're having way too much fun to cut this shit short. Don't stop the momentum. Just knock it out.
I've got a shitload of stories for you guys tonight. We got plenty to do in the next half hour. So go ahead and be generous and contribute to this listener donor supported e-begging fiasco we call the Steel Toe Show. No goal tomorrow, no goal Friday. We're going bananas. Thank you guys very much. Let's go to this next story. And you guys want to play Guess the Race of the Criminal?
I love that.
Okay. I don't think you're going to get an answer on this one. So everybody kind of just gets to play with their own biases. on this. This kind of becomes like a human thought experiment.
So it's a fantasy.
Yes, everybody gets to make a guess, and we'll see.
Documents. Yeah, neighbors tell us they can't believe there's more fishy business going on here at the former Seafood City.
What is wrong with this guy?
I can tell you this. I fucking hate this guy. Fishy business. Get it? Because it's a fish place that they're at.
But he has so much charisma.
And he's not doing anything with it. It's like gassing a car in neutral. Jesus.
Supermarket location. Now, these court documents show us this alleged thief stole, listen to this.
Wait, who was it? Go back.
100 and listen to this.
No, go back more.
Market location. Now, these court documents show us
Ritaka?
Marshall Ritaka and Marshall Lamons Ritaka. Oh, look at his aliases. So his name is Marshall Lamons Ritaka. His aliases are Marshall L. Ritaka, Marshall Lamons Ritaka, and Ratman.
Ratman? Ritaka. What is that?
Fucking Ratman. It says right up there, race. It says black, so.
Well, that's cheating.
Yeah, that is
Now we
cheating.
don't get to play.
But I love that they finally caught Ratman.
was this alleged thief stole, listen to this, 120 cases of air fresheners out of this abandoned, boarded up building, along with 24 cases of tea. Now,
yo, I got me some sweet tea and some stinky fresheners.
Well, I guess the air fresheners will cover up other scents in the home.
Can hook you up, homie. Your mama ain't gonna smell nothing in the basement, son. I got them stinky fresheners. You in?
You should have got Ozium.
Think about it. Now you can sell them sweet tea and air fresheners till the cows come home.
Oh, he ain't selling the sweet tea. He's drinking that.
He's drinking that?
Yeah.
let's give you a look here of some daylight video of this abandoned supermarket. Here's a look at what it looked like earlier today. You can tell
Seafood
it's all
City.
boarded up. But
Seafood City. So,
That's actually just a strip club.
Are you buying, like, if you're in the middle of, this is Missouri.
Uh-oh.
If you're in Missouri, how comfortable do you feel, middle of the country, buying from the Seafood City supermarket?
Probably not at all.
How good are you feeling about the freshness?
You're going to have to take the frozen one from Seafood City.
court records show on Thursday night that didn't stop Ritaka Lamonze Marshall.
It's kind of racist how he said that name, wasn't it? Kind of said it with some he's black oomph on it.
But his first name is Ritaka. That's fucking baller.
Yeah, that doesn't tell. Your first name being Ritaka doesn't tell us anything other than your parents are retarded.
Or they hated you.
Or they don't like you.
From, apparently, according to U City Police, stealing 120 cases of Airwick air fresheners and those 24 cases of tea. U City Police responded.
What that means, by the way, is that boarded up grocery store, which he saw as like an easy get, that's all they had left.
Well, yeah, you don't want the seafood in there.
He's like, look, I can flip these air fresheners for like $10 a piece and I'll make some money out of them.
Why are there air fresheners in a seafood market?
Well, because there's seafood smell all over the place. You got a fresh. No, it's a supermarket. They probably sell them on like end caps and shit.
I don't like it.
Around 11:30 Thursday night. Now, we talked to a couple that lives right behind the former site here of Seafood City.
Sounds like a lovely neighborhood.
Fresh, live seafood in Missouri.
We talked to the couple that lives behind the boarded up shithole grocery store, and they said, get us the fuck out of here, please.
They've lived through the entire saga of 8,000 pounds of raw fish being taken out of here after it stunk up their neighborhood. Listen to their reaction.
Oh, yeah, think about that, because when that fish expires, you got to dump it.
Oh, so this place closed and they just left it in there to rot?
You got to dump it in the dumpster. You got to wait for the garbage company to come get the dumpster.
Oh, have you ever, seriously, let's just take this minuscule example. Have you ever had like shrimp peels, like their skins?
Yeah.
In your garbage can for a fucking day?
They smell like shit.
They smell like shit for a day, and that is just shrimp peelings.
Now take a whole grocery store full of spoiled seafood and have them dump that in the back dumpster where your front yard is.
That is unlivable.
Ooh.
I'm almost gagging thinking about it.
to this most recent news.
There are no surprises anymore with that place over there, with the drain flies.
An unlikely couple.
And now this guy over here, I guess he was breaking into a place that had already been on the news before with the drain flies. So
they had a drain fly infestation in the neighborhood
God.
because of all the old spoiled seafood at the closed grocery store.
I feel like vomiting.
And, you got to think, just from, the residue left over, they didn't scrub that place down and sanitize it. They just closed up the doors and fucked off. So there's just kind of nasty smells and stuff.
Can you imagine trapping that smell in a building?
Right.
And then you open the door and it's just like a fucking donkey kick to the face.
Now are you wondering about those air fresheners anymore?
Okay, but what good are they doing at that point?
That guy Ratman got to steal them.
Rat.
Just keeps on it. As they say in the news, this story has legs.
Hey.
Now, Marshall is charged with felony burglary and theft. Those are both Class D felonies. He's in the county jail tonight on a...
This guy's name Max Dick Knight? That's a good night.
Max Dick Night.
No night like a Max Dick Night.
Yeah, it's better than having a min. Dick night.
You don't want a min Dick Night.
You want a Max Dick Night.
If you're having a Dick Night, you want a Max Dick Night.
Oh, my God.
What an unfortunate name. Dude, that's the kind of name that's the reason people get TV names and radio names.
What if his name is Max Dick Night, but some chick takes him home and is teensy, tiny little guy?
You're like, you lied to me.
You
it's
lied
just
to
my
me.
name.
But a lie is a lie.
I hope he marries a woman named Anita. Anita Dick Knight. I hope that's
$25,000 bond. Coming up on Fox 2 News at 9 and 10 o'clock. We'll have more on this alleged theft and more reaction.
Did you say Fox News at 9 at 10 o'clock? Go back.
From people on Fox 2 News at 9 and 10 o'clock. We'll have...
9 and 10 o'clock. I thought you said 9
say,
o'clock news at 10.
I was going to say the stench is clouding his brain right now.
He's got lobster funk in his nose.
More on this alleged theft and more reaction from people here in the area. For now, in University City, Max Deke Night, News 11.
Yeah, Deke Night my ass. Your name is not Max Deke Night. We all read it. Don't try to fucking sally your way out of this shit, boy.
Max Dick Night.
Your name is Max Dick Night, and we all know it.
I hope his middle name is Big.
Max Big Dick Night. Mr. Nobody with $4.99 says black guy gets white guy blood and suddenly can't dance. Oh. $10 from Helgi says happy Thanksgiving. Thank you very much. 120. Oh, $90 away. Sid with $30.
Smack it out of here, guys.
Oh boy,
Thank
guys,
you.
$90 away, and we've got 4 minutes until. You know what? You guys get closer to 50, and I ain't rattling that fucking
No.
offering plate tonight.
I have faith in you guys. I almost said the gay F word.
Jesus.
Faith in you, gay F word.
I tell you what, I got faith in you fags. Let's do this thing. I meant it lovingly, like I'm
Bundles
gay too.
of sticks,
yeah,
and we really
of
like
course.
you. You keep us warm at night.
All right, guys, $90 away. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. 4 minutes until we bring this thing out, but let's avoid it.
No.
Let's avoid it.
Guys, no.
We're going to do this. We're going to hammer out that 90. Fuck MSO to death.
Whoa.
Figuratively, not literally. Pork Chops Talk with $15 says
Wow.
for the cause.
Thank
75 away from knocking it out
Wow.
tonight. Uh-oh, MSO.
Pork Chops Talk. Look
Pork
at that.
Chops Talk is throwing in a little cash. I
Nice.
think we're going to avoid this offering plate this evening. I really do.
I do too.
3 minutes away and 75 bucks
good.
from making it happen.
What do you got for that overtime, buddy?
I've got pretty much half our shit. I've got Angelina Jolie and Brad. God damn it.
Not now, Charles.
Angelina
she's trying to
Jolie
keep,
and Brad Pitt's adopted son basically completely shitting all over Brad Pitt. Like going public, saying like he's an asshole and
Brad
all
Pitt?
that. Yeah, it kind of seemed like a dirty, filthy ratting him out job. Like it was a low blow kind of a thing.
If you had to take Angelina or Brad and pick who's the cuntier one, I would have picked Angelina.
Oh,
all
for
day.
sure. He would be the fun one, I would think.
Yeah, why would your son shit on you?
I could see him having a temper like a dickhead, though.
What?
I could
No.
see it.
I'm
I
gonna get my scalps.
Mr. Nobody with $9.99 says, who would have thought April would be canceled before Aaron after tonight's hot takes and good stories? Thank you,
Exactly.
buddy.
Thank you.
70 away from kicking it out tonight. You know what? Fuck it. Not bringing it out. $70 away. Fire it off, boys and girls. I have faith in you. You've got this. Everybody chip in. There's all the links. I think we're going to do this thing tonight. Like I said, it's the last one of the week.
It's fun, guys. Let's keep going.
Let's finish it off strong. What do you say? We've also got a very scary story about AI being used in healthcare.
No. No.
But apparently the AI, the healthcare, like the insurance companies are going to love the AI determination of who gets treated and who doesn't. Pretty much everybody who needs medical care is going to fucking hate it.
I don't want to be treated by AI.
No. You're not being treated by AI. The AI is determining whether or not you get care.
But that's not okay either.
United Health uses an AI model with a 90% error rate to deny care. For the largest health insurer in the U.S., AI's error rate is like a feature, not a bug. So not only does this thing have a 90% error rate to deny you care, it's not like a problem that they need to fix. It's what they want in the AI model for whether or not you get care.
But no.
So do you get a monkey artery or are you fucking dead? Spin the wheel. Let's see what the AI says.
Look, monkey arteries are not compatible with my body, so.
Pig arteries, then. How's that? How about pig arteries?
I can't have that either.
All right, guys, I'm officially making the announcement. It's 8:54. It's about that time. MSO says, break out the plate, hack piggy. I'm going to live or die on this decision.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing out the plate. This audience is going to hit that $70.
Damn straight.
In the next. Oh, God damn it, this motherfucker.
What?
Let me make sure I'm reading the thing right. Kiki not having fun.
Oh.
What? Kiki's not having fun?
What happened?
It's from David Chandler, 4327. I'm just calling it 40. I don't quit. He was listening this morning at that one guy, like, I'm trying to take the $5, make it $3.50, go here, like, go there. And
what was that guy's name? Gary Oldman?
I love him. No, it wasn't Gary Oldman. It was
Gary, right?
Wasn't it Chip?
Oh, Chip.
Chip Galloway.
Oh,
and Chip Galloway was like, I gifted a membership and gave $2. Isn't that? I'm like, well, yeah, okay, $2.60 for the gifted membership, and then the $2 is $1.04. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll count it as $5. I'm sorry, I'm trying to count on the fly here. I apologize. I'm sorry.
I wonder what Kiki's up to now.
Uh-oh, what's Kiki doing that she's not having fun?
I want my girlfriend having fun.
We got another $10 coming in here. Thank you very much to...
Thank you, David Chandler, by the way.
Thank you, David. Von Kaiser with another 10.
Aw.
Oh, sorry, MSO.
Thank you.
$20 is the number. Thank you guys very much for making that decision pay off.
Yes.
Let's go check on Keanu during overtime. I've got like 7 or 8 stories we could get to for overtime here.
I have.
They're saying she's not. Oh, she's not having fun because Jake's on.
You can. This is your stream, honey. You can take him off.
This is my fault for being a terrible interviewer. You are always welcome on this program.
Is he mad at? Oh no, what happened?
Come on.
Rattled and shaken from the Caitlin Meaney moment.
I'm
night.
sorry.
I was trying to like.
You could have said, "Hey, Jake, we can reschedule." You could have like.
We will reschedule.
Oh, what happened? I need to go. Oh no! Look at her face. She is having a terrible.
Kiki, no.
What did Jake put her through?
I still love you.
Anybody to take anything down I've ever said, right, Jacob? No, never.
You never asked anybody.
Why should I take something down when it's perfectly fine if you say it on any other show or whatever?
Yeah.
So here's what I did. She's like, well, that's behind a paywall. I said,
oh, so Kate Meaney must want Keanu to take something down that she said on a thing. You know, I got to say about this Kate Meaney. I've been seeing her name floating around. I've seen her on Hot Water before, too.
Yeah.
She's starting to strike me like she might be a bit of a drama problem.
I don't know much about her, but I have seen her on Compound quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think she might be a little bit of a drama magnet.
Maybe.
So you're okay with being saying I love to be fucked in the ass behind a paywall? So here's what I did. I made that episode behind my paywall. You have to be a member to watch the episode with Caitlin Meaney called I even took off the name.
Kate Meaney did an episode with Keanu where she said she liked to get fucked in the ass.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm always
called
team
it
Kiki.
Baka
So.
anal or something like that. I took that off, but you have to be behind the members only thing.
Okay, now I
just don't want to ruin my friendship.
You're not ruining anything, darling. Yeah.
I just don't want to lose my friendship with you or with Geno.
You never will, darling. You are completely fine.
Kiki never say never.
Lemmy has got blocked more times than I thought because I got into.
Who gives a fuck if Lemmy got like Jake always does this to people? He brings up people that they don't know about. And he's like, did you know Lemmy said? And like Keanu's like, who the fuck is Lemmy?
Keanu's having this moment about Kate Meaney right now.
And then Jake's like, did you know Lemmy?
Rage fit. Lemmy's gotten blocked more times than anybody else.
Jacob, I wanted this to be like the like a moment about your album and make it like a fun thing.
I hope you don't get offended with this shirt I'm wearing. Who are these? I'm wearing Carl's.
A pair of
Does Jake just suck people's dicks so he can get their free merch? Does he have a T-shirt from every fucking podcast in the world?
No, he burned ours.
That's true. He did burn.
I
ours.
sent him a whole set and he fucking burned it.
Overalls could never offend me, darling.
I'm wearing the shirt I'm wearing. The shirt I know Geno's going to be offended with the shirt I'm wearing.
Why would he give a fuck?
I don't have an in hot water shirt.
He's not going to be offended.
That's him asking for one.
Yeah. This podcast.
Here's what I'm going to do, Jacob. Listen, I'm going to sit here by myself and explain this. My mother is out in the rain. I think she thinks I kicked her.
She's trying to fuck Stancil.
I hope so.
Off the program. I just couldn't.
I'm sorry. I'm
don't
sorry
apologize, you darling. Don't apologize. I
feel like we're gonna have to go back and watch this at some point because I don't want to jump around with you guys, but
I feel like I need to give Kiki a hug and be like, it's okay to not have him on.
We warned everybody about how tedious this can be.
It's okay, and I understand why Mom is outside probably sexting Stancil right now,
Probably
as she should be.
Sending him cooter shots.
I hope so, though, right?
What I'm going to do is we are going to reschedule this, okay?
Yeah.
We're 100% reschedule it, okay?
When you're not
You
stressed.
are welcome back anytime. You are a friend of mine. You are a friend of Visconti's. You are a friend of Michael Lee.
I want an in hot water shirt.
There it is. Jake looking for the free merch. There we go.
I knew it.
Jake just wanted the in hot water shirt. He doesn't listen to anybody. It's infuriating. She's like, look, Jake, we clearly got off on the wrong foot. I'm going to go watch this after the show and find out what happened. I don't want to put the audience
Hey,
too much
Jake,
more.
I have an in hot water shirt.
I have a couple. I have a Bill Schultz shirt. I have 2 Chrissy shirts.
I have 2 Chrissy
one
shirts.
in hot water shirts.
And Michaeline is already working on a paddle for you. Don't you worry. And
I'll
look at
get
this.
you the
Not
address.
now, Charles. Goodbye. Not now, Charles. Jacob, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We will reschedule this unpacking of your album, okay?
You know, and the thing is, it's like you want to hear something funny. Is like when I
What did he do? Okay, Chandler, I'm just going to have to hear it from you in the chat. What happened?
Yeah, where did
Because
this go wrong?
it does seem like this went wrong. Oh.
Maybe it's because her mom is here as her guest and, like, she doesn't want to do this Jake thing while her mom is there.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Which I don't blame her.
Thank you to Pork Chops Talk. $10 to Keanu's mental health. I'll make sure I pass that along tonight when we, if she's still on when we're done.
God bless.
15 away from tonight. Thank you guys very much.
Kiki needs a few more White Claws to deal with that.
Part of me, though, does believe that you book Jake, you get what you had coming, in a way.
Yeah.
Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, hopefully she does not send Jake her address with the merch. Yeah, right? You're going to have more gunshots outside your home, Keanu. Don't send him the address.
Check this out. When I sent Jake merch back in the day,
Yeah.
I literally put the post office that I go to, I put
As the
their
return
address
address?
on it, and he still doxed us.
Deadfool says, I wouldn't do it justice. You need to watch it if she leaves it up. Okay. God, I want to watch. So if Michaeline left, that means that something bad happened. And she just had it.
She probably got sick of Jake and his nonsense, which I don't blame her.
What's the call-in number?
And then
for
Keanu's
Keanu
too
Cast?
nice. You know, she's obviously too nice to be like, this is not going well. And
Boy,
I like that about her. That's okay.
We have a half hour. Producer Robert, send me the link. I would love to go on and find out what happened this evening. Book Jake. No, I owe a shitload. No, I would owe a lot of people money if I booked Jake on the show. Playing a clip of another show that has Jake on it is not a violation of the rules. But answering a phone call from Jake or putting Jake on this program, I would owe people money for that.
That immediately
Absolutely.
removes me from the show as well.
So if I ever want to get rid, if you ever tell another crawfish story, I should just take a call from Jake and then call it. Don't fuck with my nipples or my belly.
You hack.
Right now. Hamburger
Wait,
Steak
why
says
not right now?
she spent like 10 minutes trying to say goodbye, but he kept interrupting her. No, it sounds like something happened before that. Mark Atkinson says he was being Jake Hudson. That's probably what went wrong.
By the way, I just want an in hot water shirt.
By the way, can I get an in hot water shirt from you? Can I get in hot water?
Can you ask that on Geno's show? This is Keanu's show.
Right.
Come on.
Jake is the definition of the term trauma dump.
He's the guy that doesn't read the room ever. Ever.
I don't know if he reads anything. Ever.
Probably doesn't know how.
Jake in the Hudson says, this is overtime. I believe you owe us all money. Technically not. We're still $10 away. So technically I'm loaning you this overtime. So we're technically we're okay that I'm not.
It's a lease.
Yeah, it's a leased overtime. We're totally fine. United Healthcare. So I do want to dig into this a little bit because one of the big complaints about health insurance is that, people feel like they're covered and then something bad happens to them. And then the insurance company tries to wiggle out of it and say, oh, no, that's not covered by us. We don't cover all that. Like you have a procedure done and it fell under preventative last time. And now
That's
this
what happened
time,
to me.
Yeah, this time it's elective. And you're just, even though your doctor will tell you, no, this is a preventative thing. We're checking for this, that. That happened to April. She had like a $600, $800 thing done.
This is fucked up, okay? I get regular ultrasounds on my ovaries because I got fucking problems with them, right? So they got to check for tumors and shit. And they're like, ooh, we saw something this last time. And this is preventative and stuff, of course, because we're trying to prevent a future issue. And they'll like portray it to me as that. And they're like, you should have this procedure done just to make sure there's nothing wrong.
Right.
I get said procedure done. It's barely any different than my usual shit. And it comes back like multiples of what I usually spend on it.
Yeah.
So I call my insurance company. I'm like, why did you only cover $10 fucking of this?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. That's not covered.
Yeah. They said it's elective.
It's elective.
It's not preventative.
They claim it was elective under the fertility
Right.
shit. And I'm like, I'm not in shit for fertility. I'm trying to prevent a tumor here.
Right. Well, United Healthcare, the
God.
largest health insurance company in the U.S., is allegedly using a deeply flawed AI algorithm to override doctors' judgments and wrongfully deny critical health coverage to elderly patients. Now, you and I do health partners rather than United. And I think we have
Health Partners.
And we have the middle one. We don't have like the top one or the bottom one. We have
the silver.
The silver one. Okay, so the silver insurance, which is like, hey, I think the gold.
Silverstein.
I think you should. Technically, I think people, like I should be like a bronze because I just don't.
You should be
because
you don't go, but I need to.
But like, I feel like a gold should be someone who like they can't be too far away from the doctor. They're gonna need the doctor quite a bit. You should have a gold health insurance because as much as the premiums are gonna be up, it's gonna save you money in the long run. If you go to the doctor, 3-4 times a year for shit, you should probably have your silver. If you go if the only way you're going to your doctor is if like your leg bone is poking out through the skin, then bronze is fine. You'll be okay with bronze.
Ew.
I think there's one below bronze too.
What is below bronze?
I think there's one that's like catastrophic because when I was in my early 20s, I think when Obamacare was passed, was I 26 yet? 2010, I think they passed that. No, I was like 23, 24. You could stay on your parents' insurance until you were 26, but I had already had my own insurance for years by that point.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
So I couldn't go on my parents' insurance. I was,
You weren't a charity case?
No, I wasn't. I had my own insurance. But every year I would go shopping for insurance.
Yep.
And when I was like 23, 24, I was always like, maybe I should just get the catastrophic one. Because, you know, in your 20s, and honestly, even in my 30s, I'm kind of like, I ain't going to the fucking doctor. Sorry, I had a hiccup there. My bad. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says the state of Minnesota employees have awesome health insurance and dental insurance. April should become a state employee.
I could get like a part-time gig.
All right, guys, we're not going to do the last 5. I'm not going to sit here and change the goal.
Thank
I'm not
you.
going to sit here and change the goal to $5 like a little, you know.
Thanks, everybody.
$5 left in the goal.
Oh, Aaron, what is that?
We knocked it out as an ant. That was an ant. Thank you guys very much. Knocked it out.
Woo!
MSO 2-2. How's that? 2-2 for the week. You and I. That's fair
I like
enough.
your little hand motions.
2-2. Chuck Woolery used to do that on Love Connection. My grandpa loved watching Love Connection.
Oh, God.
And Chuck Woolery said, we'll be back in 2-2.
Love Connection?
Yeah, you don't know what Love Connection was?
No.
My grandpa watched that shit when I was a kid all the time when I went to his house. So you would have a guy and a girl, and they would ask questions and do that. There would be 3 girls, 1 guy, or 1 girl and 3 guys.
In 1 cup?
And there would be 1 cup. They'd take a big wet diarrhea shit in it, and they'd eat it, and whoever thought it tasted the yummiest would go out on a date together.
Damn it.
And they would have these 3 women and this man,
Yes.
and he would ask them questions, and they would answer. And then the audience would vote on which one he goes on a date with. And then you would come back the next week, talk about how your date went, and then I guess they would talk about whether or not they should do another one. I can't totally remember exactly how the game went, but it was something like that, I think.
That sounds riveting.
Gina Bobina says your insurance is called Medicaid. No, I can't use Medicaid. I'm 36 years old. Can't use
When do you have to start going in for prostate exams or colonoscopies or whatever?
I thought it was 50.
I thought it was 40 for some reason.
Gina Bobina, are you elderly? You're not supposed to. I thought Medicaid was something you used when you're like really old. That's Medicare. Which one's Medicaid then? What does Medicaid do? I've never used Medicare or
I don't know.
Medicaid.
I've always had.
I should ask Johnny because he's like
I've always
disabled. I'd
had-
assume he gets some of that.
Most recently in my life, I've had health partners for a long time, but what's the one that started with an N? Medica? I had
Medica's one.
I
yeah.
had Medica.
Medica's a real one.
Is it?
SH says my babysitter's old. Yeah, Medicare is for oldsters, says SH. I thought so.
Oldsters.
Oh, Medicaid is poor people? Medicaid is the state-run insurance. Oh.
Medicaid and Medicare are definitely 2 different things.
I did not know that. Optic Nerve says, cool story, Imholt, but can we hear April's crawfish story again?
Yes.
SH says, my babysitter's older daughters watched Love Connection. I'd watch with them when my parents were late picking me up, and the one time they forgot me.
Oh.
Yikes.
I would never forget SH.
Hamburger Steak says, y'all have health insurance? That is kind of the American conversation, isn't it? Like, hey, which insurance do you have? Oh, I have Health Partners. Oh, which one do you have? Oh, I have Blue Cross Blue
Wait
Shield.
a minute.
Hey, which one do you have? You guys have insurance?
What is insurance?
What the fuck is insurance?
You know
That
what
is-
the bitch of it is?
Look, man, it's a risky play, but for some people, I get it. You know, like if
you were that person, you didn't have health insurance for a while when I was with you.
I didn't want to spend the money on it.
I know you didn't.
But then I had like a wife, and then you got kids and all that. It's like, you know, I got to have something, you know, I got to stick around. I got to make sure I don't.
Do you,
bury-
though?
Well, here was my thing. It's
Actually, the shitty part is if you die, I no longer have a family.
as soon as Trump
I hate that.
overturned the mandate in Obamacare, I know a lot of guys who were like, I'm not carrying health insurance anymore. I never go to the doctor.
Yeah.
I'll just pay for it, whatever. I'm like, that sounds fucking risky. And then I kind of got talked into it. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. No, that sounds like a good idea. And then I did that for a couple years. And then every year I would renew the kids. And then one year I got yours. I'm like, I should probably just fucking get my ass
There's
covered.
never going to be a year where I don't have health insurance.
Yeah.
I need it. I want to make sure the kids have the best that they need, you know.
George Kokina says, I didn't have it from 23 to 30. Yeah, I don't think I did either. I think I was like 26 to 30.
I just can't go without it because like I have procedures I need.
Yeah, like a
annually.
cockendectomy.
Well, it just keeps growing back.
It's a fucking thing. It's like a lizard's
It's
tail.
regenerative.
Yeah.
Comes back bigger every time
God-
too, and just
God-
more veiny.
Goddamn thing won't knock it off.
I put in a request next time for ribbed.
Oh, that's a
I
good
need a
dick.
ribbed
That's a
one.
good kind of dick to have. They don't grow those naturally anymore. It's too
I
bad.
have implants.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh.
What? Would you like a beer?
I would love one.
Okay.
I just got a text from someone on the studio line.
Yeah.
Keanu's having some type of online emotional breakdown over some lady named Kate. She needs April's support. Uh-oh.
I will be right back.
What the fuck's going on with Keanu? Mr. Nobody with $4.99 says, I grew up by a river and would catch crawfish all the time and sometimes use them as bait fishing. I would make an enclosure with river rocks. Well, there you go. Mr. Nobody says, and keep the crawfish in it. Believe it or not, they would still be there the next day. You wouldn't know because you lived in the city. I have to go lay down now. Happy Thanksgiving. Gina says, Alto, that's messed up, calling me poor. Who called you poor? Somebody said Medicaid is for poor people. What the fuck do you want from me? Don't be sensitive. God, you can't look. You cannot come to this show. We got the Aristococks here. We've got the Steel Toe OGs. You got the Bubba people. You got the ROTC crowd hanging out here. You got the Compound Media crowd hanging out at this show. It's not safe for dabblers because dabblers tend to be very kind of weirdly autistic and trauma incensed and really sensitive, like very basic internet people. You can't come into this crowd and be sensitive. They'll eat you alive. They're fucking piranha.
So, does she actually need my help with this Kate Meany thing?
They're saying it in the chat, but the chat is the chat.
I don't know what's going on.
MSO says, when I was in college, we got full medical insurance, no deductible, like $500 a year. Nice.
Whoa.
In college?
College.
How the fuck does that shit happen? I'll tell you this, though. United using that AI, them using that AI to say no to people, it works for two things. One, if the program just denies a lot of people, they can go, well, it's the program. We had no idea. We're not computer programmers. We just contract with the company and use the program. And then on the second one, it can say no to them and save the company a shitload of money, and they really like that.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like pretty much every health insurance company is going to start doing this. And people are just...
I hate that, though, because people who really do need care aren't going to get it.
Well, think about this. If these health insurance companies, because they're for profit, and look, I'm a capitalist. I don't believe in government health care or anything like that. But one argument I totally understand is that, well, Aaron, when these companies are for profit and they're publicly traded, if they lose profit, they got to keep gaining profit to attract more investors. And if they lose profits, what they'll do is either jack up people's premiums or deny more people care. And that's 100% accurate. That is a hole in our system that we totally have to fix. I just don't trust the government to fix it.
I wouldn't trust government for anything.
I don't know how you fix it. Here's one way you could fix healthcare. If we weren't such giant, fat, sick fucks dependent on so many prescriptions and so many drugs, that would help a ton. But that's...
Yeah, if we could just get a few more gym memberships, it would solve mental problems, obesity, all that.
Well, that's one thing the government doesn't want people talking about. They don't want they don't want us talking about how a lot of this shit is in our hands, and if everybody makes a change and gets healthier and stuff, a lot of this stuff will go away. People who run the government don't want people realizing that, hey, if we just take a little more responsibility for ourselves, you don't really need the government. They want you to need the government. There's a lot of people who are working worthless, meaningless jobs that depend on you needing the government.
I don't need a man. I need the man.
I need the man. That's a great way to put it. Vince Griswold says it's going to be like that Justin Timberlake movie, Only the Rich Will Live Past 50. I mean, what's really after 50? Right?
Yeah, haven't you done everything you need to do at 50?
Front Porch Conservative said, guys, I know you have a show and Keanu has a show, but if I may be so bold, she could use some moral support. You might want to give her a call.
What the fuck is going on?
Well, I gotta find producer Robert here. Where's he in my deal? Here, send us the link. We'll go in and talk to Kiki if she's having a rough time. We'll go in. That's like the third person now that said, hey, Keanu could really use your guys' help. We'll jump in. Absolutely. Send us the link. Is producer Robert even available right now?
I don't know. I'm texting Geno right now.
I don't want to put you guys out for the last 10 minutes or so here. MSO says it was a long time ago. Oh, the health insurance thing?
Or the Kiki thing.
Okay. Yeah, or the Kiki
Jesus
thing.
Christ.
She's venting about some asshole and is unhappy about it. Nothing all that big, someone says.
You ever just look down and there's a rat on the floor? Scares the shit
Oh, I
out
thought
of
you meant a real rat. I'm like, there's rats in this house. I'm burning it the fuck down and getting rid of it. No, thank you.
Just Gordy.
The Optic Nerve says, can someone throw up the link to Kiki's stream? We can all pop over this after this trash show is over. Absolutely. I'd love to go on to, I'd love everybody to go watch Keanu after this. I'm sure our numbers are way down tonight anyway with the holiday coming and all that stuff.
Maybe they're not.
We'll send over, are we even, I bet you we're
Debbie
not even.
Downer.
It's overtime too. I bet you we're not even at 200. Let's see. 123 and 60. Yeah, we're at 183. Oh yeah. That's nice. That's nice and low.
Well, yeah. I mean, check it out. I'm still going to listen to you two tomorrow. That's going to be great for me doing my shit. But I'm going to be busy. People are going to be busy all over the place.
Audience tells us Keanu needs moral support. If this is not true, then forget the link. There we go. I'd like to talk some shit about people. If Keanu's going like, this person said this and this person did that.
I want to hear from Geno.
Oh, by the way, this one's alias is also Ratman. What's up, Rataka?
I'm the Rat Man.
Rataka? What the fuck? Oh, Kiki has Chrissy Mayer on now. Well, then.
Oh, that's good. Chrissy will take care of her.
Well, then Chrissy's got it. If Chrissy has it, then Chrissy has it. I don't want to steal.
Do you want some beer, buddy?
Chrissy's limelight.
Should we get him drunk?
That's for sure.
I'm just kidding.
Should we get the dog drunk?
Take him like a Dixie cup full. He'd be done.
Interesting. It's a possibility. You can't get your dog. You get your dog taken away for getting it drunk, I think, don't you?
I don't know.
I believe so.
My friends and I got a wiener dog named Windsor drunk once.
Oh, producer Robert says, give me a minute. She didn't send it to me. We were all hanging out at Sullivan's earlier today. Yeah, while Stancil was trying to fuck Kiki's mom.
Producer Robert was there too? Does he live there?
I didn't know this.
I feel so left out on occasion. Do you know that?
It's because you live in the middle of bumfucked Egypt.
Yeah, but do you want to live in New York?
No.
No.
Not in a million goddamn years.
I got my own people here.
Okay, I really love this story. This is such a good one. I wanted to get to this for a few days now. There was a nursing home murder, and I don't know what about nursing home murder makes me think it's adorable, but just old people killing each other is funny to me. And it was two residents having an argument over a washing machine. That's the kind of turf war gangbanger shit that gets you killed at the nursing home.
Yeah, that either happens on like campus housing or nursing homes.
You got to remember, at nursing homes, you don't have much. So everything you do have is amplified. It's more important. So if all you have is that washing machine and you have a set time where you use that washing machine and someone takes it from you at that time, that's like someone selling coke on your turf. Like, you got to stomp the shit out of that person and make an example out of them.
Yeah.
Break their new hip, knock
Somebody
their fake
knocks
teeth
down
out.
their bird feeder.
Oh, there's
time to pay.
What if it's a suet feeder?
So a bird feeder.
Yeah, that's like the high class one.
I like the suet blocks. They're fun.
Yeah,
right?
you put.
I like to watch a good bird peck at a suet block.
I
do you know what suet is?
I just found out about suet like 2 years ago.
What?
Yeah,
What
it's
are
like
you,
it's
high?
like a big chunk of like animal fat,
Yeah, it's lard with seeds in it for birds.
and people just put it in these slots in a bird feeder, and they just peck away at it. That's my pecking sound. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says state of Minnesota health insurance. Okay, so this is he sent me the whole PDF. State Employee Group Insurance Program. Former employees with disabilities. Open. Well, that's not us. Unless mental counts. I think we're $10 into tomorrow, by the way. I mean, I don't need to keep track because it's Rumble Link Friday, but I got to roll it over to something, right?
Honestly, thank you so much. And tomorrow's going to be so fun with him and Johnny.
Johnny wasn't feeling well earlier today, and I don't think he did his show. But he texted me. He goes, I'm resting up the rest of the day. I'm not missing a Rumble Friday. They're too much
good,
fun.
Yeah. I'm glad that he's resting.
The Optic Nerve says lard with seeds in it, so it's Imholt. That hurts my feelings. That hurts my
Your seeds can't even get out, though. They can't escape.
Because of the lard.
Because of the lard.
Shit.
Oh, you're clogged.
Let's find out about this nursing home murder, then we'll get out of here for the night. And then we're going to send you guys over to Kiki's stream.
1-year-old William Pascal is in custody at Will County's adult detention facility today, charged with first-degree murder. Police say he violently attacked a fellow resident, punching him in the head, hitting him with his own walker, all because of the victim.
Come on. An old person beating another old person to death with their own walker? How is that not awesome?
That kind of makes me choke up a little bit.
Oh, I love that.
I don't know. It's poetic.
Beat him to death with a walker. That is such an old person way to kill someone in a nursing home.
Not only can they not walk or support themselves, they're being beaten to death because you'd have their walker.
But let's find out if he deserved it.
Head hitting him with his own walker, all because of the victim's use of a washing machine inside Salem Village Nursing Home on Friday night.
Know your fucking place, old man. I will smoke the shit out of you. So the guy was beaten to death with his own walker?
Yeah.
Ooh.
See, that to me is a different level of fucked up.
It's a bad way to go. It reminds me of the wrestler Vern Gagne. If you don't know who do you know who Vern Gagne is, April?
I know that name.
Vern Gagne created the AWA. He was a big wrestler in like the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Oh, yeah.
And Vern Gagne started the AWA back in the 60s, I want to say. And all kinds of famous wrestlers went through there. Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, just all kinds of really good wrestlers would go through the AWA, stationed right here in Minneapolis. And when he got older, he got sent into a retirement home. He got sent to a nursing home, and he had really bad dementia. And then one day, like his brain was fried, like rotted out, done. He's like 90 years old. One day, he's just sitting in his chair in like a community room. And he just starts staring at another guy there at the retirement home. And all of a sudden, he goes, ding, ding. Like a wrestling match had started. He just yelled, ding, ding.
No, I get
walked over to the guy and fucking back suplexed him to death. Oh, I just spilled on the keyboard.
God damn it, Aaron.
Cocksucker. I'm really sorry about that, boys and girls. I'm going to tilt it upside down. There we go. Sorry. Sorry. It's like, when you let cum drain out of a vagina,
Can you just set it down?
Got a little on the board, too, there. Tiny bit. Sorry about that. I'm like baby Huey over here.
You're retarded.
I'm not retarded.
You're a little retarded. Look at...
Yeah, there's some beer splotches there. It's it's dripping. April, it's dripping out of the keyboard. What are you doing? April, it's dripping out of the keyboard. You're going to break something.
You are a sound.
I really am a piggy. Well, anyway, Vern Gagne, as April cleans this up, Vern Gagne said ding ding, and then he grabbed this 80-some-year-old man by the waist and back suplexed him and killed the guy. Like, just killed him instantly. Just broke him in half, basically. Well, I mean, look, you body slam an elderly person once, you're going to just shatter them. And Vern Gagne did that, and I don't know, he didn't do any jail time for that. They didn't charge him. There's some right here. Just trying to help. They didn't charge him with anything, and I think he died like a year or two later after he, of course, after he murdered a guy.
Look what you've done. I can't even count how many times you've done that.
Look, there's a key that's being hit right now. There we go. T. Jefferson says, clean it up yourself, you infant. LOL. April rules. You missed a spot, woman, says the optic nerve.
It's true, though. These things are clogged with, like, fucking beer.
Von Kaiser says, you ruined a great story, dipshit.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back into it. We got time. We got 4 and 5 minutes left.
The nursing home called and had called my mom and said that he had gotten into an altercation and that he fell and hit his head.
What the nursing home failed to...
That's the thing about clocking old people. Like, that's why you can't hit them and, like, knock them around and shit like you can other people. Because they can just, like, fall and hit their head one time and they're dead.
Like a stiff breeze could come by.
Yeah. Like
and if you bumped your head in the wall.
Like, even if they don't hit their head, they, like, hit their neck weird and then break their neck and they're dead. Or they land on the arm and it breaks and the marrow seeps into the bone and they die of an infection.
Wait.
What?
The marrow seeps into the bone?
Yeah. Or seeps into the blood. I'm sorry, not the bone. It would be in the bone. Seep. No.
You've had maybe half a beer.
No. It's got to be your bowl.
My bone.
Yes.
Actually.
Tell the
give you one of mine.
61-year-old victim's sister.
We have to leave. We have to get out. I'm on my third beer. We have to get out of here.
April has 205 bones in her body. I'm the 206th.
Was that Michael, whose last name the family is withholding for now, was violently attacked with his own walker. The family finding out only after seeing this morning's news reports.
We were hit with his death, and then we were hit with how he died. And
well, what do you think he was hit with? You think you have it rough? Oh, we got hit with his death, and then we got hit with how he died. Well, he got hit with his own fucking walker.
Yeah, he was hit with his lifespan. That was the thing that kept him trucking along. Okay?
Right.
Have a little humility.
He got hit by a woman named Lynn Oleum. Died.
hurts. It's a very senseless act.
The details, she says, have just exacerbated.
Makes a lot more sense when you realize the guy was fucking Bogarting the washing machine. That's all.
Their grief and opened up even more questions about what happened.
I also want to know why. Why wasn't the fight stopped? They told us there was a male supervisor that could not fight.
Well, I'm sorry, but your grandfather was known for landing lethal left hooks when he was in trouble.
Yeah.
He was more of a counterpuncher, so they let the fight go on longer.
This is
Because they're
Fight
like,
Club.
look, if I stop this early, he's going to be mad, and this guy's known for big comebacks. He's like, they called him the Arturo Gatti of the nursing home, and he died.
I would love a good nursing home fight club. That's actually a really valiant way to go out.
Ask the Black Orderlies. They'll start one.
Pick up the fight because they were two quote unquote really big guys. So they didn't do their part.
According to Joliet police, the victim died on the scene despite life-saving efforts by both staff and paramedics.
Aww.
Pascal was taken into
The other old man said, if he dies, he dies. Prick.
custody immediately and charged.
My uncle was probably the kindest person that you would meet. He would give you his shirt off his back, even if
Yeah, but if he'd wash it first when it was your turn to use the washing machine.
He only touched you 3 times. Ever.
Pascal made his first appearance in front of a judge this morning and will remain in custody for now. We have reached out to the nursing home for a response, and we're told only to call back tomorrow.
Can you imagine locking up an old
Judy, as a
person for killing another person with their walker?
I know. You're like, this is the most bizarre arrest I've ever
Oh.
made. All right, guys. I got to... Oh, did I... I sent all the dashes. Oh, April, what have you done?
I don't know. You got the thing wet.
What did you... Well...
And now it's sticky.
Isn't that my cross to bear? Isn't that my cross
You
to
did
bear?
just send a bunch
I know.
of
I just
dashes.
sent a thing with
You
a bunch of dashes.
retard.
I also opened up the calculator, and I don't know how. Jesus Christ.
April has a small arsenal of bones. Wait, you kept... Stop it. I didn't get to read it.
There you go. April and your bones. Go about your bones.
I lost the bone. Oh. Most are more formidable than what you have in your holster.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm glad you said
Wait a minute.
allegedly.
So do I have a bunch of toys hidden somewhere? Is that what he's saying?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either.
He's saying you got a lot of double-sided dildos. Well, guys, we got to get the hell out of here. We are out of time. Thank you for all your support. We appreciate it. Always appreciate it. That was it. That was the last goal of the week. Tomorrow morning, now everybody's putting dashes in the chat. Thank you very much. We're going to head on over to Keanu's stream. What? Stop. It's not April. It's not going. We're going to send them over. Uh-oh. I think I fucked up. Oh, yep.
Caranu.
I definitely fucked up our thing here.
You're sticking.
Uh-oh.
You might as well have came on your keyboard.
We're going to have, well, that's next. We're going to have to blow this thing out, I think.
Look how hot she
About,
is.
Ooh, is it a sexy pregnancy outfit?
All right. So here, we're going to put the link to Keanu in the chat. There you go. All the dashes there. Uh-oh. My control V's not working.
He's had like 13,000 beards spilled on this one keyboard.
This might have done it. Oh, wait. Maybe
Can't
the
you
copy.
just-
Oh, no. The
can't you
copy
just
didn't
copy
work.
paste?
The paste worked fine. Nope, it didn't. Hold on.
Just do it with your mouse.
There we go. There's... Oh, the enter button doesn't work either. Oh, no.
Do I have to... Hey, do I have to run to the store quick? I could get
For
a
what?
snack. Well,
All right.
do you need a new keyboard?
Well, no, I think we just need to dry this bad boy out, I think. That's all we need to do. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Take it easy. As Pork Chops Talk says, everything is fine.
It's going to be fine someday.
Guys, we will talk to you later. April, thank you very much.
Thank you, fine folks.
We'll talk to the rest of you tomorrow morning. Johnny and I will do Rumble Friday, Wednesday tomorrow. We hope to see you there. Hit like, hit subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow.